This is Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals, sponsored by the U.S. Army.
We are in the great city of Madera. It's a city rivalry game. What else would you expect on Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals? The Madera South Stallions against the Coyotes of Madera High School. Your pregame show is delivered by HR Mobile. Call HR Mobile Services for all your human resource needs. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a hot Friday night in the Valley. And it's hot in our broadcast booth. And we're going to have a hot game tonight, the Stadium Road Showdown.
Stadium Road Showdown, Madera South, a town divided tonight. This is a real rivalry game. People circle this game on the calendar every year. That's how live it's going to be tonight.
You have circled some players to watch. Let's go through those tonight.
Yeah, if we start out on the offensive side of the football for Madera, Jay Sean Gonzalez, he's kind of the all-you-can-do-it athlete. He's going to play running back, wide receiver. He's also going to play DB. He is the guy for Madera, the big play weapon that can change a game with one play. If we flip over to the defensive side of the ball, Owens, going to play linebacker, will play a little running back as well. He's a physical downhill defender. He's going to be very active tonight against this Madera South running game. If we switch it over to the Stallions and start on offense, they have a young sophomore quarterback, Ahmed Sharhan, but he is explosive. He'll run it. They don't throw the ball a lot, Ralph, but he can sling it. He does have an arm, but he will orchestrate this offense, try to get the ball to the right player based on what Madera is doing defensively. If we flip over to the defensive side of the ball, Seth Ochoa, the most physical player on the field tonight, downhill all the time. He'll carry it a little bit at running back as well, but he is the physical force in the middle of that Madera South defense.
What do you expect from this game?
Man, if we look at the keys to the game, brought to you by Iron Key Real Estate Unlocked, it's going to be really a clash of styles. For Madera, they have to spread the love. They're going to spread you out. They're going to run their RPO game. They have to get the ball into the hands of their playmakers quickly and let them go to work. For the Stallions, embrace the grind. This is a grinded out offense. They want to run it every single snap if they can. They will try to pound the Coyotes down to nothing and really orchestrate, dictate the pace of this football game. So a clash of styles tonight.
Ready to have another fun game?
Can't wait.
Late night with Friday Night Rivals. We'll come back and kick this one off right after this. Tonight's first quarter is sponsored by Les Schwab Tires, home of the best tire value promise. Go to leschwab.com.
I just went to Les Schwab.
Good for you, huh?
And they did a fantastic job.
Oh,
40 tires, changed the oil, got me in and out. It was fantastic.
Way to go.
Decent coffee, too.
Love to hear that.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Look at the officials tonight. Omar Mastea is the referee. Philip Murdoch, the umpire. Audra Rodriguez, the headlines person. Jeff Fonts, the line judge. Sergio Ramos, the back judge. Julian Castellanos to kick it off.
Roads in Madera, Howard, Yosemite, and Maine, but nothing compares to Stadium Road because all roads lead to the stadium. To the victor goes the spoils, or should we say the saw, the Stadium Showdown saw. Madera leads 11-3, and they're looking for number 12. Then we're going to let you know because this is Friday Night. Let's go! Showdown! Stadium Road!
Re-kick. So may have jumped the gun on the opening kickoff. So
12 minutes.
Try it again from the get-go.
Little offsides to start the Stadium Road Showdown. People are a little pumped up, so jumping the gun a little bit. Now they take the ball to the opposite hash. Very interesting.
Well, you go back to last week's game where we had a great kick returner, never got a chance, and a great kicker on the other side.
Yeah. Yeah, 7 touchbacks, 6 or 7 touchbacks. That was very impressive.
Left-footed kick down on the ground, and it'll go out of bounds as another penalty flag. I was watching Madera's kicker. He was out early today. Diego Gutierrez working on all kinds of different kicks. Not kicking them deep, but you know, the onside kick with the when you're looking for that
kick out of bounds. Kicking team. Madera has elected to take the ball where it went out of bounds at the 45-yard line. First down.
The head coach of Madera has a lot at stake in these games. This is his alma mater.
Yeah. He was a quarterback, but he doesn't look like a quarterback. He looks like a linebacker.
On first down, Madera keeps it on the ground. Cross midfield inside the 45 to about the 44-yard line. That'll be a 1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru. 2.9% APR, 48 months on all new 2022 and 23 Subaru models. Second down, not so good offensively, but big play defensively. In for the tackle for loss, Eric Gallegos.
Yeah, a little run stun on first down, so Madera South sent some extra guys, got in the backfield. Nice stop against a very talented Jay Sean Gonzalez.
Davis fakes, throws. Incomplete, dropped by the intended receiver.
Yeah, it's a staple for Madera. They'll motion that back out to empty, so nobody in the backfield, and they're just reading the Madera South defense. If somebody goes wide with that running back, they're going to try to hit that little curl route right there. If nobody goes wide, get it to the running back quickly, get some blockers in front of them, let them try to go to work.
3rd and long. Davis is going to run. That's a nice move to the outside. Inside the 40, runs down the sideline, close to the 35-yard line, inside the 35, all the way down to the 30, maybe the 31. And that's a big play on a 3rd and long to pick up the first down. Sponsored by Lithia Subaru.
Yeah, got some support out wide too. Jay Sean Gonzalez with the block without blocking the high screen. That's a very smart play. If he hits him, that's going to be a block in the back. He doesn't. Davis is able to pick up that first down. Very nicely executed on 3rd and long.
Back to live action. The first down play lost about a yard, so it'll be 2nd and 11.
Get the ball to number 2. That's the biggest weapon on the field tonight for Madera, Jay Sean Gonzalez. He'll move all around the offense. He'll be in the backfield. He'll be in the slot. He'll be out wide. A ton of different ways Madera is going to try to get him the football tonight.
Davis with the handoff. Daniel Mendez, the ball carrier. Not much of a game there. The 3rd down. 3rd and we'll call it 10.
Yeah, probably 4-down territory, not quite in field goal range. You know, not trying to pick up all this, this 10 yards on one play. You have a couple plays to do it, so try to pick up half and give yourself a manageable 4th down.
Air quality report brought to you by Dr. Bodega. Tip ball and it's intercepted. Coming back the other way.
Oh,
Ahmed Shan with a couple of good moves. Gets it close to midfield. So a defensive turnover thwarts a pretty good looking drive from Madera.
tips and overthrows. DBs live on tips and overthrows. You get a tip right in the middle of the field, and Sharhan in perfect position, playing that post safety spot. That's an easy pick for him and a nice return. A couple of big time blocks too from the Stallions. Yeah, nice drive by Madera, a couple of big chunk plays, but the Stallions able to turn them over.
Coach is back in there checking the tape already, teaching while the game is going on. Shahan throws it to the far side, pass is complete, just short of midfield and thrown back. They'll give him progress. Let's see, out to, well, not much, about a yard. That was Esteban Castaneda on the catch.
First play pass. Madera South has not thrown the ball. I think 14.
Yeah, that's the
total.
14th pass in 3 games.
Right, so
2 for 3 the first game.
Do not throw it a lot, but they just start out throwing the football. See if that's something that they continue to do tonight, or if they go back to that run game, which has been the staple.
They'll go to the run here, and the quarterback keeps it and sniffed out defensively for a loss of a yard.
Sharhan, a big part of this run game. You know, the quarterback is that, we always talk about the quarterback in the run game is the extra player. You can use the guy normally running with the football as a blocker, so it creates a numbers advantage. Madera South has done a really nice job early in the season of using those extra bodies to block for Sharhan. He's had success on the ground early.
Shahan to throw, looking, now he's going to take off. Runs, has an opening, a lot of room, cuts back at the 40, down at the 36. And that's a big play, similar to what we saw on the Madera side. A quarterback run to pick up a first down on a big third down play.
Yeah, rolling to his right, we see the Madera linebackers kind of take that second contain. So once the quarterback breaks the pocket as a linebacker, if I don't have anybody in my area, I can go after the quarterback. Sharhan recognizes that, puts his foot in the ground, and picks up a big chunk to move the chains.
First and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru. Run to the near side this time, inside the 30, 25-20, and taken down inside the 20-yard line. Nice run by Eric Cervantes. Into the Toyota red zone, and another first and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru. Starting offense for the Stallions. And we'll see how much they throw the ball. To have success running as they have here, they'll stick to that. Keeping it on the ground again to the far side, inside the 15-yard line. Down to about the 12. Jacob Edwards, the ball carrier. Second down. 2nd and 5.
Nice little wrinkle. It's almost like an option play where you're getting a guard pulling around as a lead blocker for the tailback, but you can hand it to the fullback. Sharhan has the opportunity to give it to that up back or hand it off to go wide that time. Nice decision on first down to pick up 5.
Quarterback keeps it and is going to be stopped short of a first down. Virtually no gain on that play, so another big third down.
Yeah, just a little bit slow to develop that time. Sharhan, not a lot of room to operate. Good job by Madera getting to the point of attack and holding them for no gain.
Movement on the left side of that offensive line. That would be a penalty against the Stallions.
Offense, number 79. 5-yard penalty. Replay, third down.
Big penalty, 3rd and 5 goes to 3rd and 10. You know, a run first offense, 3rd and 10 is a long down and distance to try to convert.
Sharhan to throw, looking, running to the near side, scrambles for it, dumps it off, and a big hit, and an incomplete pass. Coming in to lower the boom was Paul Childers knocking the ball loose from the receiver.
And almost last minute decided to toss that one in. A great hit on third down to cause that incompletion. It flexed on him. Don't flex on him too long. Get a penalty real quick doing that with an opponent on the ground, but a nice stop for this Madera Coyotes defense.
Stallions will attempt a field goal. Spotted at the 23. This will be a 33-yard attempt by Castellanos. Snap, kick is good. So he's good from 33 on the field goal, and Madera South converts that turnover to points, getting the field goal and opening the scoring with 5:48 to go in the first quarter. Madera South 3-0 over Madera.
It's time to kick off fall football with KFC's $5 daily meal deal. Every Monday, get our 3-piece tenders deal for just $5. Offer good in Fresno, Clovis, Kerman, and Selma. Kick off fall football with KFC's $5 meal deal every day of the week.
What's it like having Xfinity internet with supersonic Wi-Fi? It's fast, like beyond gig speed fast. With 3 times the bandwidth and the power to connect hundreds of devices at once.
Get the Xfinity Supersonic Bundle with unlimited gig speed internet, Wi-Fi equipment included, and a free 4K streaming box, all for $50 a month with a 2-year internet rate guarantee and no annual contract when you add Xfinity Mobile with unlimited data. Switch today.
Institute of Technology, where careers begin. Go to iot.edu. Scan this QR code for more info.
Summer's here, y'all. Spend it with the Kelly Clarkson Show.
Monday at 5 on the CW59.
Mega deals.
3 million. 3-1.
And microaggressions.
And done.
Dynasty. Tonight at 11:30 on the CW59.
Welcome to Wow, an hour of power. Let's get
Coming this fall to the CW59. Maury. Weekdays at 3 on the CW59.
All right, we're back. Welcome into the booth as we now have points on the board.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's what we expected. Some running. Both teams have been running the ball.
But I think Madera South opened it up a little bit more than we expected. I mean, they attempted to throw the ball 3 times, only threw it 1 time, but I mean, averaging 7 passing attempts per game and tried to throw 3 times on the first series. So we'll see if that's something that they've identified with Madera's defense. Sharon looks like he's very comfortable making decisions, so I would let him work.
All right, the return out close to the 35-yard line. Let's go downstairs to Kevin Miller. Kevin?
Thank you, Ralph. We so appreciate the Coyotes and all of Madera Unified for how they give back to the community. And they have a tradition of trunk or treat, Coyote Tree Lane, and Easter Extravaganza. Aaliyah, what is the inspiration behind these events and what do you do?
So basically, each event, we have foster kids come to our school and they walk through the whole school, and we have a lot of games. And like for trunk or treat, we have a lot of people who decorate their cars and like they give out candy to the foster kids. And then for the Christmas ones, we put up lights all around the school, and so it's like a light up festival. And then for Easter Extravaganza, we usually do like an Easter egg hunt, and we have a lot of activities for the kids.
Beautiful. It is a whole community event. And Janice, what's your favorite part about being involved in something like this?
My favorite part about it is seeing the kids' smiles on their face, even if they're shy. We try to make them feel as comfortable as we can, and they get a big opportunity that they don't have, and everything is free to them, and they just enjoy their time there.
Including all in Madera and giving back, smiles on faces, and we appreciate so much the impact they're making on each other. We will be back with more of the difference makers, but right now, Ralph and Cam, back to you.
All right, Kevin, thank you. And back to the action. Penalty back inside the 25 now. 2nd and 16. Davis throws, passes complete to the near side, and getting extra yards after making the catch is Daniel Mendez.
What we talked about pregame, get the ball out quick, get the ball to your weapons, let them go to work. A nice chunk play on 2nd down to set up a 3rd and 7.
Davis going to take off up the middle. Boy, he moves quick, doesn't he? Nice cutback at midfield, gets it down to the 45. The ball comes out, recovered by the Stallions. Adrian Rodriguez comes out of there with the football. If they say it's a fumble.
Yeah, I mean, that was really, really close to being down. From up here, it looked like he was down and the ball came out after he contacted the ground, but looks like the refs on the field thought that ball was coming out. Yeah, man, it sure looks to me like his elbow or knee hit before that ball came out. Couldn't tell if it was moving before.
Tackler was using his right arm to rip it out.
Yeah, you could see him trying to get, but hey, no replay in high school football. So Madera South Stallion ball, 2nd turnover of the night for that defense.
Yeah, and after a big play as well. Now the Stallions keep it on the ground, getting some blocks, and running loose is Angelo Moreno across midfield.
Looks like they're going to lose some of that yardage.
There's a flag on the field.
Man, Madera South is bringing the fight.
Holding. Offense. Number 5. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay. 1st down.
We've already seen 4 or 5 pancake blocks on offense or defense. On the interception return, a couple, and man, Angelo Moreno finished that run he's looking for someone to run over.
Closed captioning for tonight's broadcast is sponsored by KFC. Finger licking good. Well, this is the city rivalry.
And they are bringing the fight to the Coyotes early.
Stallions again keeping it on the ground as they do so often. This is Angel Moreno.
Yeah, this is the pace that Madera South wants to play at. They want to dictate how many opportunities Madera has with the football. They want to slow this game down. They're going to run to the sideline, get a play. They're going to huddle up. They are not going to move quickly at all. If they could write the script, this is exactly how this game will go.
Sean takes off again and has room. Look out now inside the 30. 10, 5. Boom, he's hit right about at the corner, and he is in for the touchdown.
Man, another rollout, so they're getting Sharhan out of the pocket. This is designed to be a pass, but nobody open. He tucks it and takes off. Nobody in the middle of that Madera defense, and once he gets to the open field, I love it. A little Josh Allen reached the ball over the goal line. Saw him do that last night for the Buffalo Bills. Sharhan, we talked about him pregame. He is a weapon with his legs, and that was a big-time run from the sophomore.
Touchdown sponsored by Porta Subs, your neighborhood sandwich shop. Yeah, when he got out of traffic and he just took off.
Yeah, he's walking a little bit slow. I don't know if he maybe got the wind knocked out of him. That was a long run, and he took kind of an awkward hit, reaching the ball out across the goal line. But, man, what a start to the game for this sophomore. Saying, tape me up. Let's go. A little turf burn. Ooh, yeah. Those things sting so bad.
Extra point, by the way, up and good. 10-0. Now the lead for Madera South. And kind of making a statement early.
Yeah, making a big-time statement. We came for a fist fight. If you don't want to have a fist fight, you might as well tap out right now because we are not going to slow down. Very impressive start for the Stallions. Matt Johnson, they had these guys ready to go from the jump, and 2 turnovers turned into 10 points.
MD Manuel Insurance wants to thank all of our servicemen and women for the freedom they earn for us each and every day.
I think Madera South is winning the student section battle tonight too, early. The early leader.
You know what I like about it is we have a contest.
Yeah.
They are both engaged. Both
Yeah.
sides are engaged here.
Yeah, I mean, very nice crowd tonight. Very nice. A big-time game.
Castellanos to kick off. Low kick, picked up at the 15, 20, 25, 30, weaving back and forth outside of the 40. Now midfield and down the sideline. He could go all the way. Points to the sideline as he finds the end zone for the touchdown. Deshaun Gonzalez, but there is a flag.
Too bad because that was a big-time run by Deshaun Gonzalez. Patient, letting the blocks develop in front of him, and then got to the sideline and hit the boosters. Someone just grabbed a little bit too much cloth, it looks like.
Illegal block in the back on the return team, number 6. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down, Madera.
Ouch. Yeah, take another look for number 6, who's the lead blocker right now. Okay, I didn't see it there. Maybe you get another chance. The point to the sideline here, I thought might have gotten some.
He was pointing
to the camera.
Yeah, someone was on the sideline taping, and Deshaun Gonzalez found him. And I don't think it was on 6, but I think we saw right at the end someone fall face first from Madera South. I think that's where that block in the back was.
So the Coyotes go back to work, and the first play from scrimmage is going to lose yards. Right after the game, stay tuned for Killer Camp. That's coming up on the CW 59. William Thompson was in on that tackle for loss for the Stallions.
Madera South.
Going to have a timeout taken by Madera South.
Defensively, they have a good understanding of what Madera wants to do. They've sent a couple extra bodies on first down, which is a big rundown for Madera. Very nice start to the game, identifying how Madera is trying to attack them and really winning the battle up front, winning at the point of attack, really bringing the fight to this Madera offense.
During the fourth quarter, you can find out who's our player of the game. It's sponsored by Donald P. Dick. Interesting call by Madera South there, taking the timeout, not wanting to surrender any bit of momentum right now.
Yeah, talking it over on the sideline. Now this Madera offense kind of runs through number 2, Deshaun Gonzalez. We saw him carry it the first play of the game. We've seen him catch it a couple times, took that kick to the house and got called back for the block in the back. But he is the best weapon for this Madera offense. fully expect them to continue to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and I would try to get him the ball right now on his 2nd and long.
All right, coming up, your Xfinity halftime show. So stay tuned. That is coming up at halftime. Still 2:27 to go here in the first quarter. 10-0 lead for Madera South over Madera. Coyotes have threatened, had some big plays, getting down into Madera South territory, then turning it over.
And turnovers and penalties, a big block in the back, erases takes 6 points off the board, 2 turnovers. Madera South has turned into 10 points. Madera South has been the sharper football team in this first quarter.
Ty Davis, the quarterback, hands it off. Not much there up the middle defensively. Number 42 was one of the first ones on the scene, Juan Garcia.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be tough sledding. That downhill run game for Madera, and Madera South is tuned in. The guys have a good understanding of what they're defending.
Davis to throw on 2nd down. Looking, now slings it deep. Has a receiver out there, and incomplete. Seth Pearson, the intended receiver, but he was well defended.
Well defended, totally in control of the route. Very nice job by Juan Zavala. I mean, textbook DB play. Get in good position, on top of the receiver, try to run the route for him, ran a post, was in great position, tried to make a play on the football, but big time stop on 3rd down. Madera South should get the ball back in really good field position.
Madera set to punt it away. High snap, but the kick is away and they'll let it bounce. Takes a good Madera bounce and it goes sideways and the other way. Dead and short of the 40, but still good field position for Madera South. 1:39 to go in our opening quarter.
See what Madera does defensively. They are going to have to put somebody on Sharhan, because a couple times tonight, once he's determined that nobody's open, he has some space, he takes off. So Madera is going to have to account for that. You can't just let him continue to run right down the middle of your defense.
Moreno, the ball carrier, breaks a tackle, breaks another across midfield. Still carrying defenders inside the 45 to about the 44. What a tough run. Angelo Moreno just making a statement all on his own right here.
I thought he was down a couple of times, but just kept those legs running. Taking guys on, still fighting 4 or 5 guys on him, still driving that pile forward. Madera South has brought it tonight.
1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru. Now they're going to sweep to the near side, inside the 40, and run out of bounds at about the 35-yard line is Cervantes. So the Stallions are right back down there on the door.
And a nice big chunk pickup on 1st down. Set up 2nd and 2. This is exactly what Madera South wants to do. They will continue to do this until Madera finds an answer for it.
Sharon gives to Moreno, taken down this time after a short gain inside the 35, but it's going to be good enough for another 1st down. Sponsored by Lithia Subaru, 2.9% APR for 48 months on all new 22 and 23 Subaru models.
Embrace the grind, man. These guys are ready to go tonight. They have no problem embracing the grind in this first quarter, just trying to punch Madera in the mouth and just keep punching until that clock says 0.
Inside a minute to go in the first quarter. Looking to throw. Throws it out there on a bounce, incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 36 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Jesus Mendoza was the intended receiver and did a pretty good job. He was a shortstop.
Yeah, a little short hop. And,
yeah.
You know, if Cheyenne's going to throw the ball, maybe move him, maybe get him outside the pocket. Then he, can determine, do I throw it or do I just continue with my legs? He's had a lot of success running with the football in those broken situations.
2nd and 10. Four receivers in for the Stallions. Sharhan will keep it, and he has room again. Going to be very close to another first down.
Yeah, nice little wrinkle. He spread them out, 4 wide receivers, but they're running that outside zone read. So Sharhan's reading that outside linebacker. If he stays wide, he's going to keep it. If he jumps inside, then he's going to hand it off. Outside linebacker stayed wide. Sharhan saw that, put his foot in the ground, and moved the chains once again for the Stallions.
So they'll let the final seconds tick off and head to the other end to continue their drive. First quarter has been sponsored by Les Schwab Tires, home of the best tire value promise. Go to leschwab.com. After 1 quarter of play, it's Madera South with a 10-0 lead over Madera. We're coming back after this.
Nobody's ever made breakfast as good as Wendy's new home-style French toast sticks.
I've never had French toast this good, not in my life.
Better than mine?
Mom, come on, these and yours it's...
Answer the question, Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler, answer the question.
Get out of here, Willie.
If you want a little something sweet in the morning, choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new home-style French toast sticks.
As a moneylender in Orange County, David Shepard must have learned a lot about fraud. Because while Shepard is campaigning as a farmer for state senate, he only moved to the Valley during the pandemic. Shepard came from his family's beachfront property in Laguna Beach, where he got sued for physically threatening other tenants and throwing drunken parties that damaged a local business. Shepard's not a Valley farmer, he's a fraud. We can't trust Shepard in the state senate.
Welcome back to Madera. Tonight's second quarter sponsored by Sang Pediatrics. Madera South on the move again with a 10-0 lead.
Very impressive first quarter on both sides of the football. A couple of turnovers defensively, but offensively, just really high level of execution. Sharhan making good decisions when he has the football, and they have brought the fight to Memorial Stadium tonight.
Whistle stops play.
25, 5-yard penalty, replay, first down.
1st and 15 now after the penalty. I think back in the day when they had a penalty, they just went back to the line and said, no, we're going to run that play anyway, even though it's 1st and 15 instead of 1st and 10, right? Now you got to have a whole conversation about it.
Yep.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Nice move. A dip to the outside, then tackled as Eric Cervantes. For short gain.
Tackle made by number 52, Andrew Galvan.
Little tempo from the Stallions.
They're in the hurry up. Sharhan going to keep it. Got almost to the 20 before he was stood up and pushed back. So suddenly the Stallions have hit the corral wall here.
Yeah, penalties, for a run-first offense, those procedural penalties, self-inflicted penalties, they really hurt an offense that wants to, 3, 4, 5 yards a couple times and move the chains. When you get behind the chains, it makes it more, a lot more difficult to execute the game plan that you want to execute.
3rd and 10. Sherhan with the pitch to Cervantes. Down to the 10 and blasted out of bounds at about the 9-yard line. Going to be another 1st and 10.
Little triple option look again. Pitch man running behind Sharhan and nice physical finish. Okay, Madera. Zach Prince bringing the hat. Tired of me talking about Madera South bringing the fight to him. Just nice hit to finish that one off. But
Prince crowned him, huh?
Prince crowned him, all right.
As a pass to the end zone, lobbed up there and incomplete. They are going quick.
Yeah, but the Stallions pick up a 1st down, now 1st and goal.
In the Toyota red zone.
Yeah, they've identified, Madera's playing man coverage. Sometimes with the post safety, sometimes no post safety. So, Madera South, I think, feels like they can win some of those matchups on the perimeter, why we've seen them throw the ball a little bit more than they have in the first 2 games of the season.
See what the Stallions do on 2nd down, 2nd and goal. Turn and give it to the first man through. Moreno blasts his way down, almost in, just short of the goal line. Angelo Moreno. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 1.
This old school dive, get the ball to the up back quick, hit that A gap downhill and try to pick up as many yards as you can in a straight line and knocking on the door of another 6 points.
Gonna give it to the inside guy, and nothing there. Drop for a loss out to the 5-yard line. Aiden Owens, one of the guys that you previewed in our pregame, came in defensively, made the stop.
Yeah, they ran that outside zone read again. This time Madera bringing everybody on 3rd and 1. Great stop by Ochoa, and it looks like the Stallions gonna go for this 4th.
Gonna go for it from the 4. But they might want to talk about it first.
Madera South. That's their 2nd charge, team timeout of the 1st half.
So you want to make sure you get it right down here, but even if you don't convert, boy, Madera's got a long way to go.
Yeah. Yeah, this Madera South team, they really pride themselves on playing a physical brand of football. We have 4th and goal inside the 5-yard line. We believe that we can punch this one in. They're very confident in the brand of football that they play and the level of execution that we've seen from them early tonight. Everything really working. They've been executing at a very high level, so we'll see. 4th and 4. If it's not a direct run, I can see Sharhan getting outside the pocket, kind of evaluating, have some routes in front of him, but also if he gets a crease, he can hit it with this one in the end zone himself.
Hey, there's Doug on the H&E Scissor Lift giving us our aerial footage. Our thanks to H&E Equipment for help with our equipment rentals and for our FNR games. H&E Equipment Services, where others stop, we continue. So here we go, the pass into the end zone, and he dropped the ball. Great play call. The receiver was open but could not hang on.
Oh, it was that same look, that outside zone look that they've ran a couple times, ran on 3rd down. Madera defensively a zero pressure, just sending everybody, and Jacob Edwards looked like that pass was just maybe a little bit behind him, but got 2 hands on it. A missed opportunity for the Stallions, and a nice stop for the Coyotes. Kept them out of the end zone, and now they get the ball, try to make something happen.
Yeah, the important thing is you didn't give up any points.
Yeah.
Now you got a long way to go. Madera will start from the 4, down by 10. The handoff gets it out to maybe the 5. Gain of a yard.
Yeah, Madera South, that middle of that Madera South defense just owning the line of scrimmage early in this game.
Fans, you can watch a replay of tonight's game. Head over to YouTube, search for Friday Night Rivals on CW59. Tonight's game will be available early next week. Click on the FNR logo. 2nd down, the pitch to the near side. Look out now. Is he going to get out of the end zone? Just barely. That's a little hairy.
Yeah.
Madera down there.
You tossing the ball back in your own end zone, and you know, Madera South once again doing a good job. Outside linebacker containing, turning the ball back inside, fighting off the block, and then making the tackle. And Madera lucky to get out of their own end zone. Do not want to turn the ball over this deep in your own territory. So we'll see. Kenny Pollinelli, the confidence he has in Ty Davis, because this is an area of the field that will really penalize you if you make a mistake.
Madera's going to have to take a timeout. Personnel issues, guys running in different directions, trying to get into position, so they'll try and figure it out. Because this is a place on the field you do not want to make a mistake.
No, it can be very costly. Just got the ball back for your offense, kept Madera South out of the end zone. A mistake here, man, just all that momentum you just took back. Give the ball back to Madera South that's deep in your own territory, not something you want to do. So we'll see. I mean, you have to execute also. You know, you can't be afraid to throw the football on 3rd and 13 just because.
Pollinelli looks like he's challenging his team right now.
Yeah. I mean, they
That's how close that came to being a safety.
Yeah, really, second effort. The entire ball has to get totally out of the end zone. So if any of that ball is touching that white line, that's a safety. Good second effort that time by Daniel Mendez just to get out of his own end zone. Now Ty Davis standing 5 yards deep in his own end zone.
3rd and 12. Davis retreats. Now he's going to run out of his end zone. Gets out to about the 5-yard line. So Madera South's going to force a punt, and the Stallions are going to have great field position once again.
Yeah, no problem with that decision, but from Ty Davis. Nobody's open. Don't try and force anything. Don't make a mistake. Try and pick up what you can and
do the safe play. Kick it out of there and leave it on your defense.
Right,
huh?
Punt the ball back. And I mean, Jay-Sean Gonzalez is the punter for Madera, so you know nothing's ever out of the realm of possibility that even in your own end zone, if you have some room, go ahead and take that room and pick up a first down. But very nice stop from Madera South defensively. They've been very, very impressive.
Penalty flags before the ball was punted.
They have 12 in Madera.
Well, you try anything, don't you?
Illegal substitution, 12 men on the field. Half the distance to the goal, replay, 4th down. You got 12.
Okay.
Now they have 11. Took one guy off. That's a head coach who is not happy with the execution.
Well, Gonzalez gets a bad snap and in traffic, straight up the chimney. And it's going to take a...
Oh, pick it up and score.
There's a penalty.
Pick it up and score, though. That's a free ball.
Well, not anymore since the official whistled it dead.
Oh,
that was Gonzalez, the punter.
Yeah.
Who came out and nearly fielded his own punt.
I mean, he did a great job just to not let that ball go out of the back of the end zone for a safety, and snags it, and then just, I mean, that's the rush is coming at you. You just try to get that one off, which he did. But man, punting team touches the ball first. That's a free ball. Madera South can just scoop that up and take it into the end zone. I don't know. This might be an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. I'm not really sure.
Well, it looks like Madera South's going to have the ball inside the 10 to start this drive.
Yeah.
Illegal kicking on Madera, number 2. That penalty will be enforced half the distance to the goal. First down, Madera South.
Wow. I'm sorry, make that the 5-yard line.
Well,
penalty takes to the 5, inside the 5. Wow.
You couldn't write it anybody if you're Madera South. You go for it on 4th down, have a wide open receiver, drop it, and then 3 and out. And now you get the ball back right inside your own 5-yard line.
You keep it up the middle, get within inches of the goal line before progress is stopped, so it'll be 2nd and goal after the running play by Moreno.
Yeah, Moreno, man, he's running hard. I would just give it to him again 3 times and let him get downhill, running his own guys over, but he thought he stopped at the 3, just keeps his legs pumping, keeps driving forward. I would hand it right back to him and see if he can put this thing in the end zone inside the 1.
They do give it to Moreno. He walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Madera South.
Yeah, they weren't going to run to the sideline like they did on 3rd down on the previous possession. They were getting the ball and going downhill. You get stopped on 4th, and your defense steps up with a big 3 and out, and then take advantage of a poor punt from Madera, and Moreno just right downhill.
Touchdown sponsored by Porta Subs, your neighborhood sandwich shop.
Big hole to go to. That's the easiest run for him tonight. Untouched into the end zone.
That's one of those you don't see very often. A 2-play drive covering 4 yards.
No.
17-0 Madera South. 6:02 to go in the 2nd quarter. We'll be back with more after this.
It's time to kick off fall football with KFC's $5 daily meal deal. Every Tuesday, get our 2-piece deal for just $5. Offer good in Fresno, Clovis, Kerman, and Selma. Kick off fall football with KFC's $5 meal deal every day of the week.
What's it like having Xfinity internet with supersonic Wi-Fi? It's fast, like beyond gig speed fast. With 3 times the bandwidth and the power to connect hundreds of devices at once.
Get the Xfinity Supersonic Bundle with unlimited gig speed internet, Wi-Fi equipment included, and a free 4K streaming box, all for $50 a month with a 2-year internet rate guarantee and no annual contract when you add Xfinity Mobile with unlimited data. Switch today.
Hey Jim, how do I get my employees off their cell phones while at work?
Hey Jim, am I required to have a heat stress program?
Is your business ready for issues like these? Are you compliant with state and federal labor laws and Cal OSHA safety regulations? Call HR Mobile Services for human resources, safety compliance, COVID-19 procedures, employee handbooks, policies and procedures, and workers' compensation management. Be prepared and protected. HR Mobile Services, providing safe and compliant work environments for your business. Help keep our community cool. Train now to become an HVAC technician at Institute of Technology. Institute of Technology, where careers begin. Go to iot.edu. Scan this QR code for more information.
Welcome back, everybody, as we await the kickoff after the touchdown. 17-0 lead for the Stallions. They came in with a record of 1-1. Head coach Matt Johnson.
Former Trojan.
Trojan, defensive back. You guys have that in common?
Yeah. He's a lot bigger than I am. We played the same position, but he's a lot bigger than I am. Not as big as Tim McDonald, but still big.
Gonzalez takes the kick. He's out to the 30, maybe the 35-yard line. And that's where Madera will take over as we go downstairs to Kevin.
Thank you, Ralph. It is now time to feature the Madera South Stallions. We are in the presence of leadership here. ASB President Vanessa, how you doing?
I'm doing amazing. Have you seen the scoreboard?
Hello, shot calling. All right, so next Friday, let's move ahead a little bit. Next Friday night, there's going to be something very special, the Hispanic Heritage Night. What's going to happen then?
Yes, basically all we're going to do is we're going to have events such as Flocorico, we're going to have the Devils, we're going to have dancing horses because we have a lot of Hispanics and Latins here in Madera South.
All right, fantastic. And then, 'tis the season. I mean, it's right around the corner. Your mascot's name is Stanley Stallion, and there's something called Stanley's Season of Giving. Tell us what that's going to be, because it's brand new.
Yeah, so it's a new tradition that we are starting this year. We are basically having our Stallion students do a wish, and Stanley will receive it. So if any students from the Stallions want to wish something, want something, Stallion will receive that, and that will be for the season in December.
So Madera South students, start wishing now because your dreams can come true. That's fantastic. Last question, any predictions for the rest of the game?
We got it in the bag. We got this.
Hey! All right, Vanessa, thanks for your time. Ralph, Cam, back to you. That's a good call. That's a good call.
Timeout of the first half.
All right, thank you, Kevin. You know, Cam, if someone had stuck a microphone in my face at that age, and a lot of times even now, I would just, I am amazed at the talent of some of these young people that we hear from every Friday night.
Yeah.
It's just remarkable.
Very poised. I was
and
not
funny.
poised at all.
They cracked me up,
at all. Yeah, she's throwing shots at Madera. I did notice her shirt, too, that said Beat North, Madera South High School. That's very clever, because this is not Madera North. It's just Madera High, so I like it.
Meanwhile, I'm still going,
Rivalry games should be that. There should be some trash talk. There should be a little bit of that going back and forth.
Yeah, I like it.
My favorite thing on Twitter is to go at Boise State fans when Boise State loses. It's my all-time favorite thing to do. And they come at me hard when Fresno State loses as well, but a whole lot of fun, and love it from Vanessa. Throwing it out there, got it in the bag.
Great for Vanessa. If you want to be in the public eye like that, go for it. You got the talent.
Oh,
Mendez to the 39. Another one of those dangerous lateral passes.
Yeah. Good job of Madera South chasing that one down. Again, Seth Ochoa from the middle of that defense, running sideline to sideline.
During the fourth quarter, find out who's our player of the game. Sponsored by Donald P. Dick. Throwing deep, has a receiver there, makes the catch inside the 25. Julius Torres, the receiver on the big play.
Yeah, single coverage that time. Ty Davis had time, kind of fumbled the snap, but then reset himself. Was able to deliver an accurate football on that post. He tried it earlier, but good coverage this time.
Boy, and then you follow it up by doing that.
5-yard penalty.
Trying to get something going fast.
Yeah. Yeah, well executed, and then self-inflicted mistake. Davis, nice toss.
Great throw
on that post, and you can see Julius Torres had a a step that time on Juan Zavala. We saw that same matchup earlier. Zavala was on top of the route that time.
Touchdown saving tackle anyway.
It was. That time Torres, good job getting on top, stacking the DB and making that catch for a big first down gain.
Davis looking for an opening. He's going to take off. Oh, breaks a couple of tackles down inside the 10, 5, touchdown Madera. Wow, did that develop in a hurry. He got out of trouble and took it home.
Yeah, another staple for this offense. We've seen it a few times, that motion to empty. So everybody out of the backfield, that forces Madera South to spread out defensively. And then Ty Davis, nobody open, ton of space in the middle of that Madera South defense, and he tucks it away, breaks a couple tackles and outruns everybody to the pylon. Big pickup on the deep post. And then Ty Davis doing it himself, getting into the end zone.
Touchdown sponsored by Porta Subs, your neighborhood sandwich shop. Extra point is good. So a response by Madera, big play. Couple of them by the quarterback, the long pass and then the run. You know, you don't see 140-pound guys breaking many tackles like that.
No.
Great job by Ty Davis.
Yeah, he's a tough dude, man. Stand back there in the pocket, giving up 50 pounds on the guys trying to hit you, and then, you know, on that post, he fumbled the snap a little bit, kept his poise, kept his eyes downfield, delivered an accurate football, and then wide open middle of that Madera South defense tucks it. Great decision. Since that first interception where he just threw a little bit high and got it tipped, you know, he's made really good decisions with the football, hasn't put his offense in any dangerous positions, and now Madera right back in this football game.
Student section getting into it now, throwing some of that colored dust all around. That'll be good on when you're all sweaty and get that stuff on you.
Yep. Madera's making a run. Student section. Madera South still ahead, but it's crazy what a touchdown does.
Well, let's see if Diego Gutierrez, who I watched try all kinds of kicks in pregame, see if he does anything funny here. He was pretty good on that first bounce and the second high bounce. That's what he's looking for right there, but not that time. Then there's going to be a flag coming in. Somebody may have been offside.
Yeah, Moreno might have taken that one to the house too, because there was nobody in front of him when he fielded that onside kick. That was a very nice kick, but right to Moreno.
Well, he was kicking them, and they would hit at the 50 and bounce straight up. He didn't get that effect this time, but he may get another chance.
Kenny Palinelli is beside himself on the sideline, kind of standing on his own at the 37-yard line. Those mistakes, offsides, false starts, 12 men in the huddle, like those procedural penalties just drive coaches crazy.
Now this time he'll kind of just pooch one inside the 30. Cervantes 35, looking for a wall on that far side. Gets a block, cuts inside. Now he's inside the 40. Down the sideline, a flag is on the field. Tackle is made, but it's coming back.
Yeah, block in the back right in front of the ball carrier. Going to get called every single time, and you don't have to do it. We saw Madera High earlier, the high screen.
Illegal block in the back on the return team, number 54. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Madera South ball, first down.
Don't do it.
So a big penalty takes it back to the 33-yard line.
I mean,
and there it was.
That's as easy of a call for an official as there is. Right in the open field. Cover guy falls face first, block in the back.
Well, we'll see if that touchdown has injected anything into the spirit of Madera. I would think the Coyotes would be on fire now on defense. Moreno. Count the number of tackles he broke and the defenders he carried on that one run. My goodness.
And Madera South, they're just, Madera defensively, they've kind of sold out. They're man coverage on the outside, extra bodies around the line of scrimmage, but Madera South just doing a really good job of moving guys at the point of attack, and then Moreno finishing runs physically, running through people, running over people, dragging people. It's just a physical offense.
First and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru. 2.9% APR, 48 months on all new 22 and 23 models. Moreno again breaking another tackle, finds an opening, runs over another defender down to the 35. It's going to be another first down. Wow. Got some power running backs in this game.
Yeah, and Moreno's already starting to wear down this Madera defense a little bit. I mean, there are some guys who trying different ways to bring him down than to hit him head on, because man, he is a bulldozer out there, running right through one tackle, making another guy miss, and then just hanging on for dear life.
Now the pass on first and 10, overthrown out there, that was intended for Adrian Rodriguez, who was open, but it's second and 10.
Wide open. That's what happens when you run the football effectively. Everybody has to respect any sort of run motion, and when you have man coverage outside, your quarterback has time. Those are the type of opportunities you have.
Time for the Smile Cam, sponsored by Toyota. There's a good-looking group having some fun. Cervantes, the ball carrier, cuts back, breaks a tackle. Another cutback, another broken tackle. Heading for the corner, straight arm, inside the 5, pushed out of bounds at about the 3. It'll be first and goal in the Toyota red zone. Wow, good run.
Good run, good action, good movement by that Madera South offensive line. They are really executing this offense at a very high level right now, and I know they've made adjustments, they've brought more bodies around the line of scrimmage. It hasn't really made any sort of impact though. Madera South still running the football right at this defense.
Sharhan, the first man up the middle and into the end zone for another touchdown. So Moreno gets it again. Touchdown brought to you by Porta Subs, your neighborhood sandwich shop.
Yeah, inside the 5, just give the ball to Moreno. Just don't do anything else. If he doesn't get in 4 carries inside the 5-yard line, then you're not meant to score that drive, because he's just a load, man. Runs hard, really good balance, keeps his legs moving. Can't really get a clean shot on him. Also has some change of direction ability. Just a complete running back, and really perfect skill set for what Madera South wants to do offensively.
Extra point by Castellanos is good. Moreno getting some congratulations as he returns to the sideline. His second touchdown of this game. Cam's playing with the equipment over there, which is putting up all kinds of funny things.
That was a little. Sometimes my hands touch portions of that telestrator that it shouldn't touch in that time. I was just trying to get a drink of water. It's hot up here in the booth, and I think he hits the. I wasn't sure what button to hit either.
Hey, coming up at halftime, it's the Educators Spotlight, brought to you by Xfinity. Have to be very pleased with the first half performance over on the Madera South side.
Yeah. Really have executed their base offense. Had some open guys in the passing game. Sometimes you're just going to miss those, but guys have been open. Defensively, a couple of turnovers. Really, they've been the more physical football team on both sides of the ball. And Matt Johnson and his staff have to be really happy at the way that they've come out and executed in this first half.
All right, that kick is fielded at the 25, and that's where the drive will start. Right after the game, stay tuned for Killer Camp. That's coming up on the CW59. And you still don't want to watch that show, is that what you're telling me?
Yeah. I'm not for the scary stuff late at night. It's just not for me.
Tough guy.
I'm okay with it, though. I'm okay with it. I don't try to fake like anything other than I'm a scaredy cat at night watching scary movies.
Well, don't watch any replay of the Rams game.
You watch Josh Allen go to work.
About as scary as it gets. Davis with a throw as the receiver makes the catch. Over to the far sideline, Seth Pearson.
One of the keys, spread the love. Madera has an advantage athletically on the perimeter. They have to execute that passing offense, and we saw last drive that big post that got them in the red zone, and then Ty Davis took it in, and this time a nice big chunk play on first down.
Another completion of Pearson, who breaks a couple of tackles, gets across midfield.
Yeah, this is kind of what I expected. Madera to do. Get the ball out quickly to their weapons. Get some blockers in front of them. Get them in space in one-on-one matchups and let them win. That's where they have the advantage, and we're seeing that early on this drive.
Under 2 minutes to go before halftime. Davis looking has all the time in the world, so he's going to float it downfield, and it's intercepted inside the 30. And taken down there. Esteban Castaneda, number 12, in on the tackle. Or on the interception, and then he got tackled.
And then Ty Davis missed a wide open. Jayshawn Gonzalez down the field. I don't know if we'll catch him in the back. There he is with his hands up. Hey, man, I'm wide open. Wow. He just missed him, and I'm not sure if he thought a receiver was going to break off a route or what. A little confusion on that play, but had Jayshawn Gonzalez wide open, would have been another touchdown. But Madera South, third turnover of the night. A couple of positive plays for Madera, and then this defense steps up again, taking advantage of opportunities.
And the way they've been moving the ball, minute 41 is enough time to get some more points here before halftime. The pitch to Moreno. And not much there this time. Defended well. In on the tackle for Madera, Oscar Angulo.
And nice tackle at Madera South. I mean, they've shown the ability also to speed the tempo up a little bit if they want to. Kind of looks like, hey, we're up 24-7. If Moreno pops one or Sharhan pops one, we'll try to put the ball in the end zone. Otherwise, we just huddle up and run our base offense on this drive.
This time they give it coming to the near side. Out across the 34-yard line.
Well defended by Paul Childers that time. Stayed outside, did his job, and then made a nice open field tackle.
Welcome into the booth. The booth cam is sponsored by Institute of Technology, where careers begin.
We don't look as hot as Kevin looks on the track down there.
No.
Shots at him. He looks a little warmer.
But we are. Moreno again, and the same guy making the tackle, Oscar Angulo. So the Coyotes have figured that out. Going to take a timeout. Now waiting for the clock to stop, and it finally does at 18. Madera will take it. Let's see if they add any seconds onto the clock. See Matt Johnson over there with the black polo shirt on, the headsets, and the white purple cap.
Button up. It's a nice look. Like it.
Second quarter sponsored by Sang Pediatrics.
His sleeves are not as tight as Kenny Paulinelli's sleeves, though. Kenny's definitely rocking the guns. Yeah.
Yeah, you need to tell me who your tailor is.
Yeah. Does that look like a quarterback to you? That's not like a quarterback.
Your sleeves need to be let out. Mine needs to be taken in.
Yeah, rocking it. And you put the work in the gym, you should wear the short sleeves. It's going to be a very energetic halftime talk in that Madera Coyotes locker room. You know, the expectation of this program is that they execute at a high level. We've seen them. We saw them last year execute at a high level. And tonight they have not, they really haven't played up to the expectation that this program has for itself. And
you know, when you were playing under Pat Hill, did he ever elevate the temperature in the locker room at halftime?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before the game, on the pregame warm-up, we once went live, a live pregame warm-up against each other because and we came out and played well. Yeah, he did not mince words when he was unhappy. He let you know he was unhappy.
Yeah, we never believed him when he said, no, I never yell at halftime. We used to ask him about that. So.
Yeah. He was not being honest with you. But I mean, just like we were talking about Madera, there was an expectation of how we played football at Fresno State. And when we weren't living up to that expectation, he very adamantly let us know we were not living up to that expectation. And we knew it. Just like this Madera Coyotes team, they know it. They know they have not performed up to the level that they expect out of themselves and this program expects out of itself.
New quarterback in now, a lefty. Joel Ariano completes his first pass, and that's Mendez. 1 second left. And they'll take a timeout, their last one, I assume. It seems like guys have been calling timeouts like crazy in this first half.
I think that is the last Madera timeout. Madera South called a couple. But
so one more shot. Joel Ariano's a sophomore. 5'10", 170 pounds, and a lefty, as we just saw.
Yeah, he throws a nice ball. Watching a little pregame, he can sling it a little bit. Hey, get in the end zone.
That's it, huh? That's what they say?
Get in the end zone.
Okay.
Hey, get in the end zone. We used to put Jason Taylor back. He was our jump guy. He was the Hail Mary guy because, you know, he was like 6'5" and could jump.
I'll never forget the game at Salt Lake City against Utah. I think it was Rodney Wright.
Yeah.
Was hit at the goal line. Earlier in that half, Pat Hill had lobbied to have 1 second put back on the clock. And you think, what's the big deal about that?
Yeah.
Well, Rodney Wright is out cold, short of the goal line with the ball on his chest.
Yep.
And you look at the clock, and it's at 1. That 1 second that he got back allowed the Bulldogs to run a play and get a touchdown.
Yeah.
So every second counts.
Yeah.
And I will never forget that.
No. I mean, I think the safety was knocked out as well. That was one of the most violent collisions that I've ever seen. And Rodney was the toughest dude. Pound for pound, I've never been around anybody tougher than Rodney Wright. Attention to detail, level of execution, right? That's what Pat Hill was all about.
Ariano looking. He's going to throw deep into coverage. The catch is not made, incomplete. Gonzalez, the intended receiver, but it was well defended. And that's how this first half is going to end. Some frustration for Gonzalez.
Yeah, you should be frustrated when you're down 24-7, right? I mean, if you're not, then it doesn't mean enough. And that Madera team, you could tell they are frustrated, they are upset.
And some turnovers really hurt.
Yeah, just can't do it.
Made some big plays, got themselves in position. Well, let's send it downstairs to Kevin Miller. Kevin.
All right, here with Coach Matt Johnson. Coach, strong first half, but you are a person that is never satisfied. What are you going to focus on in the second half?
Well, first I'm going to focus on the fact I'm finally, the first time ever, I'm with you going in.
Right?
Instead of coming back out. That's a good thing. We're going to focus on just keep playing hard. Smashing the football in the running game. Thunder and lightning, keep punching them, and let's not give up a cheapie in the second half.
Everybody's noticing your strumpf. Get back to your guys, and we'll see you in the second half. Right back at you. Ralph Cam, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Kevin and Coach.
I love it.
I've known Matt Johnson for a long time, and that's Matt Johnson.
Yeah, totally. Hey, I'm just happy I'm talking to you at the beginning of halftime, not at the end. I love it.
He has a future somewhere on this side of the cameras.
So you can take my job tomorrow if he wanted it. Just keep on coaching. Keep on coaching.
All right, this is the guy who made a difference in the first half. Angelo Moreno with 2 touchdowns. Madera South with the big lead at halftime.
I'm bringing back my spicy chicken strips, and while I'm at it, my most popular former employee, Mark Hamill.
What's my motivation?
To not get fired again.
I can work with that.
Actors.
Spicy chicken strips and me, Mark Hamill, back for a limited time.
The road can be a crazy place. Uh-oh! That's why Les Schwab Tires fixes brakes, steering, and more. And those guys don't. Keep driving. I'm just glad Les Schwab puts my safety first, so I can backseat drive with confidence.
Help maximize your mileage with a free safety check. Just swing by. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing.
While David Valadeo's living the high life, he's leaving us behind. Valadeo's family company took hundreds of thousands in government relief money, but he voted against helping families during the pandemic and raising the minimum wage. Valadeo raked in millions, but voted against capping insulin prices and cutting the gas tax. Valadeo even voted against bringing down grocery prices while we're feeling squeezed. David Valadeo, out for himself, not us. DCCC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
My 100% all-white meat spicy chicken strips are back. Look at them sitting there. Just sitting there. Can't believe we hired a director for this. Spicy chicken strips starting at $5 are back at Jack in the Box.
The halftime show is sponsored by Xfinity. Supercharge your home with supersonic Wi-Fi for an incredibly fast and powerful connection only from Xfinity. And now to take us through halftime, here's our Kevin Miller. Kevin.
Well, welcome to the Xfinity Halftime Report. It is now time for the Vince Wesson Scholar Athlete, brought to you by Wendy's Breakfast. A breakfast so good, you got to tell somebody about it. And we got to tell you about our Scholar Athlete, Kylie Bersie. Congratulations. How you doing this evening?
I'm doing good. Thank you.
Fantastic. And I know you're doing good, but you might be a little tired because you just had a volleyball tournament, right?
Yeah, I had pool play today at Madera South.
All right. And you guys got a victory. You're playing well together and looking forward to tomorrow?
Yeah, looking forward to bracket play in the morning tomorrow. So
fantastic. So a full day tomorrow, so we got to get you out of here so you can get your rest. Coach insists. Now, what position do you play in volleyball?
I'm an opposite hitter and back row player.
All right, so all around pretty much, and you can spike it and do all the good things out on the court for your team. I'm going to brag on you a second, Kylie. 4.33 GPA, y'all. So she's taking care of it in the classroom. And then outside the classroom, you're involved in some co-curricular and community outreach activities.
Yeah, I'm in 4-H. So this week I had the Madera Fair where I showed my livestock projects. So that's been a full week, plus volleyball and school. So
it's been a full week indeed. lead, and she scored very well, by the way. And the fair, Madera Fair, is happening right now. How about next year, your class of 23? What have your sights set on?
No college specifically, mainly just looking into places in California and Arizona.
Fantastic. Well, here's the thing. You are now eligible for a $5,000 scholarship, courtesy of Wendy's. That might come in handy in Arizona or California, right, Kylie?
Yeah, it will come in handy.
All right, and we wish you all the best tomorrow and the rest of your senior season. Congratulations, our Vince Wesson Scholar Athlete, Kylie Bersie.
Thank you.
All right, and we'll be back with more Xfinity Halftime Report right after this. Yeah, you just got to spike it up high.
Go ahead, grab the keys. Let's go! And get ready for your next adventure. Discover something new on the open road. Explore it all in a brand new fuel-efficient Toyota. Get low financing on the adventurous RAV4, sporty Camry, stylish Corolla, and versatile Highlander, including hybrids. Grab the keys, come on, let's go. Toyota, let's go places.
What's it like having Xfinity Internet with supersonic Wi-Fi? It's fast, like beyond gig speed fast. With 3 times the bandwidth and the power to connect hundreds of devices at once.
Get the Xfinity Supersonic Bundle with unlimited gig speed internet, Wi-Fi equipment included, and a free 4K streaming box, all for $50 a month with a 2-year internet rate guarantee and no annual contract when you add Xfinity Mobile with unlimited data. Switch today.
Welcome back to the Xfinity Halftime Report for our Educator Spotlight. And this evening, we have something very innovative. The first time this season where we are featuring our illustrious athletic directors, Andrea Devine from Madera South and John Fernandez from Madera High School. So, Andrea, you're doing well out there in the field here for football this evening in the first half. What else is trending in the athletic world for the Stallions?
Let me tell you, a lot is trending. Our water polo, girls water polo is on fire. They're doing a great job. Our girls volleyball team is 2-0 in league right now. Had a tournament today and went 3-0. So really coming along and hoping for some good things. Our boys cross country team hoping to defend a D1 championship again this year. So we have a lot going on and a lot of energy.
Indeed, your student section is on point. Fire. Yes, indeed. And then same thing, John. A lot going on for the Coyotes. What's happening in that
Very much world? So we're over there with Andrea right now at her volleyball tournament. She's doing a fantastic job. We're also a host site for the Central Valley Girls Tennis Tournament this weekend. So we have our teams, and they have improved so greatly. Victor Ramirez, our head coach, is doing a fantastic job. Our boys water polo team just got back from Pioneer Valley in Santa Maria, came back with a great showing over there. So we're just coming along, going through. A little struggling tonight, but again, like we say in football, there's always 2 halves.
There is. There's a second half coming up. And boy, I'll tell you what, even in the midst of the heat, so much going on for these schools. And things are so amicable between the two of you. Let's get to the nitty-gritty. What about the rivalry, Andrea? Come on, what does it mean to the Madera South Stallions?
This is a tradition, and it's a great tradition, and I love the energy that this game brings. And it brings a little tension. I will tell you, there's tension between everybody, players, fans, and sometimes ADs, but he's a brother from another mother. So yeah, it's a good tradition for our town, for our community, and I hope it continues.
And John, you got the lead, okay, with this rivalry. Oh, yeah. So what's it mean to the Coyotes?
Oh, I mean, this game is one of the highlights of the year for us. And, you know, when we started this 14 years ago, now this is the 15th year, there is a lot of tension. But what we've developed now is mutual respect. And it really brings our community together. It's a community event is what we see it. And working alongside with Andrea on this game, it just makes it more impactful. Yeah. You know, we used to be both head coaches at Madera South, and now being colleagues at the AD level, there's still that competitiveness in there, but most importantly, is the respect level that we have for each other and respect level that each school has for each other.
Indeed, and FNR has respect for Madera and this rivalry, and we appreciate so much your presence here for our Educator Spotlight. Who's going to get the saw, y'all? Second half action coming up in a little bit, and we'll be back with more Xfinity Halftime Report right after this. It's going to be good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, my God, man.
Nobody's ever made breakfast as good as Wendy's new home-style French toast sticks.
I've never had French toast this good. Not in my life.
Better than mine?
Mom, come on. You know, these and yours
It's... Answer the question, Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler. Answer the question.
Get out of here, Willie.
If you want a little something sweet in the morning, choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new home-style French toast sticks.
The reason why I love Madera Community College, number one, it's going to be the location. It's located right off of Avenue 12 here locally in Madera. It's close to home. I raise a family here. I work here. Now I go to school here. The second reason why I love Madera Community College is going to be how affordable it was. Once you find out like how much the price is to go to a four-year college compared to Madera Community College, it's just much more affordable. It's at a fraction of the cost. I was actually able to apply and get certain financial aids and grants. I know that they will treat you right and they'll put you on the path to success for sure.
Welcome back to the Xfinity Halftime Report, and we've got something very special going on right now at halftime, a special performance. You heard John and Andrea, the athletic directors for Madera South and Madera, talk about how there's mutual respect, and it's a community, and even in the midst of this rivalry, it's bringing teams together, it's bringing the people of Madera together, and you can see out on the field they are awaiting the music cue because we have both cheer squads for Madera High, the Coyotes, and we have the Madera South Stallions, and they're going to do kind of a combo of a performance that they've been working on together for the crowd to appease everyone and again further the unity in this town. So very, very special time indeed. And of course, with the saw on the line, and you can hear the crowd encouraging the cheerleaders who, by the way, will be doing our Les Schwab cheerleader tire challenge in just a moment. But you heard about the saw and the rich tradition. It's 15th year. And right now, Madera High leads 11-3. And I think that crescendo in music was our cue to take a look over my shoulder and see the real performance that's happening right now. In perfect syncopation, both squads, Madera, one team, one family, for the community indeed. We've got our Madera South Stallions showing their cell phone lights. This is what high school football in the Central Valley, ladies and gentlemen, is all about. We've got parents moving and grooving. We've got elementary students who are jumping up and down, fired up for this time together. The rare high school performance. We've already had the band. We've already had percussion. But now both squads, cheer and pep, from both Madera schools, Madera South, Madera High School. That gets them warmed up for the Les Schwab Cheer Challenge tire roll coming at you right after this.
We have one more competition for you tonight. It's the Les Schwab Cheer Challenge tire race.
How much time?
The team will select 5 members from their squad, and their goal is to push and roll their inflatable Les Schwab tire to the check.
Are we filming?
The winner of the Les Schwab Cheerleader Challenge will be awarded $200 for the program, courtesy of Les Schwab Tire.
Because if it is... And now, ladies and gentlemen, a brief interlude. We've got to give the cheerleaders a moment to catch their breath, to make sure they are properly stretched out and ready for this. And of course, it's featuring Les Schwab tires. And Les Schwab has partnered with FNR for the past 10 years, a decade, y'all. They love how this program, FNR, makes them a part of the communities in the Valley. Les Schwab enjoys the opportunity to showcase local students in the sports they love to do on K-Free. Les Schwab, we appreciate you. Pride in performance. And speaking of performance, we just had that illustrious performance by our cheerleaders, and now they are prepped, they are primed, they are ready to go. Oh, and we've got the PA announcer fired up. We've got it. Let's go! Early lead by Madera High School, but they need a rotation. They're coming right at us, Francisco. Oh my gosh, they're topsy-turvy. Oh, Madera South at the nose. By a nose, they might go all the way to the end zone. That's what they do in Madera. They don't go 50, they go 100. So Madera South won the first half, but Madera High won the second half. Could that be a predecessor to the second half action on the football field? We will find out soon. This has been something, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back with more as we find out who our winner is via the videotape.
The killer is lurking amongst you.
It never stops. There is only one goal: to unmask the killer and win this prize. Whoever it is just keeps murdering people. That's just rude.
Killer Camp. Tonight at 10:30 on the CW59. Mega deals.
3 million. 3-1.
And microaggressions.
And done.
Dynasty. Tonight at 11:30 on the CW59.
As a first-time parent, especially a parent with a sick kid, it is so important to feel that you have a village behind you. Same Pediatrics, the minute that I call and I let them know my son is feeling sick, he's under the weather, I'm concerned, they make it a point to really fit me into their schedule. We appreciate Same Pediatrics for really looking after our family in that way. They are truly amazing and they make you feel like you're a part of the family.
Make your child's appointment today at Sang Pediatrics.
What's it like having Xfinity internet with supersonic Wi-Fi? It's fast, like beyond gig speed fast. With 3 times the bandwidth and the power to connect hundreds of devices at once.
Get the Xfinity Supersonic Bundle with unlimited gig speed internet, Wi-Fi equipment included, and a free 4K streaming box, all for $50 a month with a 2-year internet rate guarantee and no annual contract when you add Xfinity Mobile with unlimited data. Switch today.
Tonight's halftime show has been sponsored by Xfinity. Supercharge your home with supersonic Wi-Fi for an incredibly fast and powerful connection only from Xfinity. Be sure to join us for Friday Night Rivals next week when Buchanan High School takes on San Joaquin Memorial. That's right here on the Central Valley's CW59, and that's one we're looking forward to, isn't it, Cam?
That's a heavyweight fight right there. Heavyweight fight. San Joaquin Memorial knocked off Central a couple weeks ago. Buchanan always at the top of the Division I bracket at the end of the season. So that's a big one, man. I think it's a really nice test for both of those programs to see where they are. Memorial, big win already. See what Buchanan can do.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see what the Bears are bringing to the table this year, that's for sure.
Yeah, first year without Matt Giordano as their head coach and starting a new era.
Tonight's Tonight's third quarter sponsored by Madera Community College. Gain skills, earn a degree or certificate. Do it for your future.
Madera Community College, an actual campus now. Used to be just a satellite. Now they're their own school. That's
a lot of kids going to school, that's for sure. Yeah.
Awesome for the community of Madera, big time.
Booth Cam is sponsored by Institute of Technology. I understand you folks are going to come into the booth soon as we get ready for the second half. Stallions are working out at one end of the field. The Coyotes have just entered the field to the left of us, getting ready for the second half. We expect more of the same from Madera South, but what kind of adjustments will Madera make?
Yeah, it looks like the sophomore quarterback, Joel Ariano, is going to start the second half. I think they kind of found something before that third turnover. Get the ball out quickly to your athletes in space. I mean, we talked about it pregame. They've had some success. Really, the most success they've had offensively is when they've gotten the ball out quickly and allow guys to operate. I expect them to do that. Down 17, 3 possessions, so got to play with some tempo, and you have to stop this very physical rushing attack because Madera South is going to be in no hurry in the second half at all.
All right, I think I've been told to send downstairs, so let's go to Kevin Miller. Kevin?
Spots, you're hanging in there. What sort of adjustments for the second half can we expect?
We got to minimize penalties. We got some things that we had to adjust up front that I think we're going to be able to adjust to. And, we just talked about making plays. We need guys to step up and make plays, so that's what we're focused on in the second half.
Right on. Sense the optimism. Go get with your guys. Get after it. Best of luck. Ralph Cam, second half action of the rivalry. Madera High, Madera South. Let's go.
All right, thanks, Kevin. Yeah, looking forward to that second half. You're looking at Ty Davis, who quarterbacked most of the first half. Then Joel Ariano came in that last series.
I mean, Ty Davis could play running back or receiver. I mean, he's a really good athlete. If he's not going to play quarterback, he can add some other elements to this offense. We'll see. This is down 17, the sophomore stepping in. Big opportunity, but the pressure situation for a 10th grader to walk into, asking a lot. So we'll see. It sounded like defensively Madera has identified some adjustments up front because Madera South, pretty much the entire first half, they were able to create space in the run game, open holes all really first half long, and then Moreno was doing work once he got to the second level, breaking tackles, making guys miss, but they lost that battle, on the line of scrimmage defensively that entire first half. So really interested to see what adjustments they made and if they can slow down this Madera South rushing attack.
A lot of sophomores on this Madera High team. I know Kenny Palinelli, the head coach, in our story on the 10 o'clock news last night with Vanessa Romo, was talking about how young they are. And that comes with something. If you're a coach, you got to realize that your guys are young. They have a lot of growing to do.
Yeah, and unfortunately, a lot of times, growth happens when you lose, when you get beat, when somebody else is outperforming you or executing at a higher level. That's how we all learn, and young football teams have to go through those growing. It's just part of growing. It's part of maturing. It's really difficult to, if you just win all the time, you think it's easy. There's not a hard road. This is where you really get tested. Can we make these adjustments? Can we take coaching at halftime and go out and execute it on the football field? Can we play a more physical half of football compared to that first half? It's a big opportunity for this Madera team, down 17, and sounds like Kenny Palinelli challenged them at halftime.
And there's nothing like game experience.
No.
For young guys.
Yeah.
I remember Coach Sweeney used to joke when guys were working out, and he'd say, anybody can run plays against the air. Everybody looks good against the air. Well, now you're facing real guys.
Yeah, it's one thing to draw it, and it's one thing to watch it on tape. It's another thing when you get punched in the mouth over and over and over and over again, and you don't have an answer. You have to come up with an answer. You have to find something that you can do to have success, and Madera has that opportunity in the second half. That's how championship teams are built. with the Bears, 2004. I mean, we won 5 games, got beat up a lot. 2005, NFC North champions. 2006, we win the NFC. I mean, we went through a lot of pain to build a nucleus of guys who understood what we needed to do to get to where we wanted to go. That's really the only way to do it. Right? If it were easy, everybody would do it. I know that's a cliche, but it's really true.
Yeah.
If it's easy, everybody's going to show up and have success. It just doesn't really work like that.
You know, individually, you find out what you can do. You also find out what the guys around you can do.
Yeah.
So you can count on them for certain things.
When you go through, you know, really hard times, the guys who are around you, you start to trust them. They start to trust you. That's how you build a program. That's how you build a culture that can sustain.
Diogo Gutierrez set to kick it off and get the second half underway. Another pooch kick taken by Moreno. He was there again right at the 45-yard line. So seeing quite a difference between this week and last week when you're talking about the kicker and the distance, with a kicker who puts everything in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, what a weapon, right? I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
We were very impressed during the game, but then, you know, the next broadcast we see a couple of teams really not super confident in their kickers, and it's really difficult to, you know, force your opponent to work on a long field when you're kicking it off.
Shahan gave it off that time on first down play to Cervantes, and he's wrapped up right about the original line of scrimmage at the 45. He's 2nd and 10.
Madera's done a good job all night of keeping contained. Madera South got outside a couple times, broke contain, and were able to, you know, pick up some positive chunks on the perimeter. But really, that east-west, you know, side-to-side run game has not really worked for Madera South. Madera's done a good job. It's really the direct run, that dive to Moreno, the quick-hitting stuff up the middle that Madera has struggled with tonight.
Cervantes went off, so he's out of the game right now. Shahan's pass is complete over to the far side across midfield to the 49. That's Isaiah Ford, who wasn't able to play the first half, so he's seeing his first action.
Yeah, and probably the best athlete on this Madera South football team, and they have some good ones, but I mean, you saw kind of the change of direction ability that he had. Caught that one at the line of scrimmage, made a couple guys miss, picked up 6 yards. He really adds a different element to this offense on the perimeter that, you know, they just didn't have in the first half.
That play kind of fell apart from the very beginning. It's a third down play, and it ends up losing yardage. So I don't know what, that just didn't look good from the get-go.
Yeah, another one of those outside zone reads, but Madera with a good job of getting penetration. So Shahan really didn't have a clear read, didn't know what to do with the football. That's why that play took a little bit too long to develop, and eventually just had to tuck that one away and take a loss. And nice stop coming out of halftime for the Coyotes. Good field position. Madera South trying to go back to the ground and pound. Got one positive play from Ford, but very nice stop to start this third quarter.
Octavio Rodriguez in to punt it away, and a short hop. Low kick. Bobbled, dropped, and then covered. That was nearly a disaster as well for Madera. Fortunately, the Coyotes were able to keep the football.
Yeah, man, just demoralizing would that have been to get a 3 and out to start the third quarter and then give it right back to Madera South. But good job jumping on that football.
Julius Torres was the player who got the ball, and now they'll take over on offense from the 28. And Joel Ariano, the sophomore, is still in there. So he'll start the second half with a handoff. Mendez with a short gain.
Not a lot of success with the inside run game tonight for Madera. Madera South has done a really good job defensively of just beating blocks at the point of attack, not allowing any space for Madera to get a run game started.
He got a yard, 2nd and 9. Ariano with a drop, looking, throws deep, has a man out there, makes the catch at the 41. Unable to advance it anymore is Jayshawn Gonzalez.
Spread the love, Ralph. We talked about it pregame. Get your guys out in space. Nice job by Ariano allowing that post route to develop. 3rd or 4th time we've seen a Madera receiver behind this Madera South defense. Very accurate throw to pick up that big chunk on 1st down.
Mendez, the ball carrier, on 1st and 10. Picked up about 2. See, Davis, number 7, is still in the game. He's just not a quarterback. He's in the slot over there right now. Ariano looking. Now he's going to let it fly and incomplete. Isaac Lopez, the intended receiver.
Yeah, it looked like he had some room to run Ariano if he wanted to, but kept his eyes downfield, just a little bit inaccurate with that throw on the move. 3rd and 8, see if Madera South sends some pressure. Try and get to the young sophomore.
Going to shake him up, huh? That's what you want to see if you...
Yeah, hey man, you're going to step into this environment. We're going to throw some things at you maybe you're not ready for.
Going to keep it to the far side, and nothing doing there. Ford defensively on the coverage pushes him out of bounds at the 40.
Madera South they've just played very disciplined defensively all night. I mean, they've allowed a couple receivers behind them, but I think that's more just a physical mismatch. Madera has some guys who can run. They've done a good job creating some space, but assignment sound football from this defense.
Going for it on 4th down. A lot of time, and he's throwing deep. Looking for the end zone. The defender is there and knocked away. Incomplete. Davis, the intended receiver. Esteban Castaneda there defensively. And they will turn it over on downs to the Stallions.
Looked like Davis had a step early in that route, but just took a little bit too long to develop. Really, hey, you don't want to pick that one off anyway. Get the ball at the 10 instead of getting the ball at the 41. But
yeah, you're right.
As a DB, man, you don't care. You're going to try to pick off every single ball that you can. But fortunate for Madera South, that one fell incomplete.
Stallions take over at their own 41, already leading 24-7.
Yeah, I expect we see some direct runs on this drive. Didn't see any on the first drive. I expect that they come out and try to pound this football.
Moreno off the right side. Gain about 4. Right after the game, stay tuned for Killer Camp. That's coming up on the CW 59. Got a player down the other side of the field.
Yeah, it looks like Moreno took a hit to the lower body on that tackle, but almost looks like they're trying to stretch out that calf a little bit.
hoping it's a cramp. That's it, right?
Yeah.
While they tend to him, we will step aside. Stay with us.
I'm bringing back my spicy chicken strips, and while I'm at it, my most popular former employee, Mark Hamill.
What's my motivation?
To not get fired again.
I can work with that.
Actors.
Spicy chicken strips and me, Mark Hamill, back for a limited time.
The road can be a crazy place. Uh-oh! That's why Les Schwab Tires fixes brakes, steering, and more. And those guys don't. Keep driving. I'm just glad Les Schwab puts my safety first, so I can backseat drive with confidence.
Help maximize your mileage with a free safety check. Just swing by. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing.
Turn your love for food and cooking into a career. Attend culinary school right here in the Central Valley. Institute of Technology, where careers begin. Go to iot.edu. Scan this QR code for more information.
Summer's here, y'all. Spend it with the Kelly Clarkson Show.
Monday at 5 on the CW59.
My 100% all-white meat spicy chicken strips are back. Look at them sitting there. Just sitting there. Can't believe we hired a director for this. Spicy chicken strips starting at $5 are back at Jack in the Box.
Jerry Springer, weekdays at 1 on the CW59.
All right, welcome back. Angelo Moreno was able to walk off the field. That was an encouraging sign. See who the Stallions turn to now that he's out. Keep this lethal running attack going. Charhan going to throw. He's got a guy deep, looking for Ford out there, and they're battling for it. Another receiver came in and nearly picked it up, and 2 penalty flags come flying in.
Yeah, pretty clear defensive pass interference. Looked like Ford was trying to come back to that football.
Yeah, then Juan Zavala came flying in, and he almost caught it.
Right, but was being held. I think Julius Torres just grabbed him around the waist.
Defense, number 3. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Result of the play, first down.
Yeah, that'll be a 1st and 10, sponsored by JR Sports, ramming over the competition.
Yeah, that's pretty clear, grabbing the receiver and not allowing him to come back to the football, and then celebrating. Yeah. You can get away with a little bit, can't get away with that.
First and 10, it's the first man through, and that's Angel Moreno who's going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Madera South.
That direct run game has been lethal all night long for Madera South.
We had Angelo Moreno in the first half, and then he went out with an injury, so Angel Moreno comes in and takes it to the house.
Just untouched right through the middle of that Madera defense. Madera South has owned the line of scrimmage. That's what the brand of football that they play. Physical. You heard Matt Johnson. Physical, when he was talking at halftime about how physical they're going to come out in the second half. And just another example, moving guys at the point of attack, creating space, and just taking advantage of big lanes to run the ball through.
That extra point was no good, so it stands at 30-7. Madera South Stallions extend their lead over Madera. Now 6:29 to go here before the end of the third quarter. So that's pretty nice when you lose one option, turn to another option, and you get that kind of production.
Yeah, not bad. This is You know, I've been very, very impressed with the performance of Madera South tonight. And they are really, really dictating the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. They brought the fight from the jump. They were ready to go. You could tell that they were amped up and ready for this big rivalry game, and they have not slowed down. They've really executed at a very high level, minimized mistakes, have taken advantage of turnovers. Just a complete performance tonight.
So the Stallions to kick it off again.
Ralph, Pat Hill says hi, by the way. He's watching us. He said we look good on TV.
Oh, I'm glad. It's great to see him at practice. We worked together very closely for a lot of years. And I'm always happy to see him out of practice.
No, I don't think there's anybody on the planet that loves Fresno State more than Pat Hill. I do know that.
Yeah, I can't argue with that one. Let's go downstairs to Kevin Miller. He's going to do some push-ups.
You know this, Ralph. Friday Night Rivals is powered by the United States Army. I'm here with Sergeant First Class Valdez over to my right, and then over to my left we have Staff Sergeant Rossi. Staff Sergeant Rossi, what was your inspiration in joining the Army?
I wanted to join the Army to serve my country and travel around the world, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm right here in Madera supporting this team.
Yeah, and this is the world right now, and we're about to do something. What's about to go down?
We're about to do a push-up challenge right now.
Let's do this,
Let's do it.
We have the very best Madera High Coyotes have to offer. Are you ready? The breeze has kicked up. It's a little chilly down here, so I don't want to cramp up too much. Well, let's go. Okay. Sergeant First Class Valdez is going to count it off. Down. Oh my gosh, we're going slow-mo. 2. We're going to be here. Oh. Oh, yeah, I got a little planking going on. Got to use your core. Cam taught me this. That's it. Conserve energy. This is all powered by United States Army. We'll go back to the game anytime you want, Ralph and Cam. Anytime you want. It's all up to you. 10. I've done 13. Oh, big score. Coyotes are going. I'm multitasking. We got this. I'm pushing. Let's go.
Well, Jayshon Gonzalez has been waiting all night to do something like that.
Yeah.
And he finally got his touchdown.
Took him to the house earlier, but got called back on the kickoff return. This time lined him up at running back. Finds a crease and then just does athletic things. Outruns guys, hits a nice cutback, breaks a couple tackles, just will not be denied. The most explosive weapon that Madera has finally got a little bit of space to operate, and you see kind of the special ability that he has. They just need more of that. Get him the ball more, get him the ball in space. He's been the best player for them offensively tonight. Some life in this Madera Coyote offense.
Touchdown sponsored by Porta Subs, your neighborhood sandwich shop. 68 yards on that touchdown run. So another reason to get excited for the Coyotes.
Yeah,
they can get the right guys in position. They can make the big plays.
Yeah, it's a 2-possession game. Because of that missed extra point. We talked about Jayshon Gonzalez before the game. We talked about this Madera offense getting the ball to their weapons with space to operate. That time out of the backfield. A good job offensively by that offensive line, getting some movement, giving Jayshon Gonzalez a hole to run through, and then he just... An athlete in space is dangerous, and he's one of the better athletes on the field tonight. And
yeah, he had a frustrating first half. This kind of makes up for it.
Yeah, totally. You know, I've had kickoff returns called back. for touchdowns that get erased, and it's extremely frustrating, right? And Jay-Sean Gonzalez open a couple times, underthrown or not thrown the football. So when you're a guy that's open and you know what you can do, it can get frustrating. So nice to see him get an opportunity and take advantage of that opportunity, and Madera right back in this football game.
Got the high bounce there, but not down there soon enough to cover it. Adrian Rodriguez made the catch and took the hit.
That's a nice kick, though. That's a nice onside kick. I mean,
he was doing that bounces 6 or 7 times out of 10. He seemed to have it pretty much down to a science. It's a lot easier, I guess, when you're on an artificial turf surface.
Yeah.
It's fairly true.
Yeah.
So the Stallions take over. They'll start at the 37-yard line. Sharhan kept it and the ball comes out. And it looks like Madera may have recovered the fumble.
Yeah, I think they did.
The Coyotes do come out of there with it. Not sure who knocked it loose, but Isaiah Bees, a sophomore, came up with the football.
And we talked all night, this Madera South offense has executed at a high level, but just penetration, and you see Sharhan with that ball, carrying that ball loosely in the pocket. It's extremely dangerous when there are big bodies around you not to tuck that football away. If you know you're running with it, tuck that thing away, because there are so many hands flying in, so many guys looking to get their hands on the football and knock it away. Big time play for this Madera defense. They score a touchdown, big play from Jay-Sean Gonzalez, and get a turnover immediately and set their offense up in very nice field position.
Yeah, they start at the 37 of Madera South. Ariano going to throw on first down. Looking as time now breaks down. He's got some opening room on the far side, directing his blocker, and runs out of bounds short of the 30. Well, he's getting a lot of time back there.
Yeah, I mean, tons of time to let those routes develop. Once again, had Jay-Sean Gonzalez running behind the defense, just didn't see him running that same post pattern that we've seen him open on a couple of times tonight. But nice job by Ariano tucking that one away when he couldn't find anybody, and picking up some positive yards on first down.
Ariano got it to Gonzalez on a mix-up. He went to one side and then back to the other side. He realized he's not over here, he's over there. And they still made something out of it. Picked up a first down.
Yeah, it kind of worked. Kind of threw off the timing of that play. Just almost worked like a draw delay and caught Madera South a little bit. And it looks like Madera South had 12 guys on the field trying to run guys off. And
Coyotes trying to get the playoff in a hurry.
That is their first charge team timeout of the second half.
Yeah, Matt Johnson and his crew probably say, whoa, wait a minute, we got to get this under control here. Now they're at the 22 with momentum.
Yeah, Madera's gone to what we thought they were going to do, spread them out, empty formation, 4 wide receiver formations, try to give your quarterback some time in the pocket to find some guys in space. That's where they have the advantage, and coming off that big turnover, see him trying to execute that offense.
All right, hey, Ralph Cam, I just recovered from 265 push-ups, so let me catch my breath as I read the student-athlete health tip sponsored by Sang Pediatrics. And you know what helps with push-ups is a good night's sleep, and there's nothing better than good sleep hygiene. Proper sleep hygiene involves going to sleep at the same time every night and waking up at the same time every morning. It is hard for most people, especially teenagers, to get into a set routine, but if you set your natural clock to the right rhythm, you will get the most out of a good night's sleep, and your brain will be ready for the next test or the next game. The game is up. This is more than just for teenagers. It's for us too, Ralph and Cam. Back to you, courtesy of Sang Pediatrics.
All right, thank you, Kevin. Yeah, I got that routine down. Sleep at midnight and up at the crack of noon. Just said it 12 and 12. Huh?
He didn't say when you should go to sleep and when you should wake up. Just do it at the same time
yeah.
every day. So, yeah, midnight, noon.
It's another 1st and 10, sponsored by JR Sports, ramming over the competition. And here come the Coyotes. Spinning inside the 10 down to about the 8 or 9 yard line is Mendez.
Using an extra blocker in that backfield to either lead up or slice across the formation and pick some guys off.
They're in the Toyota red zone, trying to get into the end zone, and Mendez still fighting. He stopped at about the 5. Fans, be sure to join us next Friday when Buchanan High School takes on San Joaquin Memorial on Friday Night Rivals. That's right here on the Central Valley's CW59, 7:30 start time next Friday.
Can't wait for that one.
Ariano with the pass. Gonzalez going to pull right over the defender and into the end zone. Touchdown, Coyotes. Here comes Madera.
Jay-Sean Gonzalez, we've been talking about him all night. Second touchdown, consecutive possessions, and he lowered the boom to put that one in the end zone. Hopefully Sharhan is okay, but lined up 4 guys into the boundary, so get the ball out quick to your athletes in space. Get some guys in front of them and let them go to work. It's exactly what Madera did. Condense the formation, overload into the boundary. Really nice block on the perimeter by Seth Pearson to help Gonzalez get into the end zone and then finish physically.
Touchdown sponsored by Porta Subs, your neighborhood sandwich shop. $30-20. Do you go for 2 here?
100%. This is a go for 2. The book says go for 2, even though it's the third quarter. Get within 1 possession instead of keeping it a 2-possession game. Hopefully Sharon is okay. He just looked like he slipped a little bit right before he
Yeah, he took
that hit.
Took a shot right in the chest underneath the chin strap there. And Ed Shahan coming off. And we'll see who they go with at quarterback.
Yeah, so he better recover quickly because he's pulling double duty.
And the 2-point conversion is good as well. Take another
Once
look.
again,
Boy, get it to the playmaker, huh?
That's it. I mean, get him the ball and try to get guys in front of him and let him go to work. He is the best athlete on the field. That time, motion him out of the backfield. Quick, really toss with the blocker in front. He can make guys miss. He can power through guys. I mean, he's a do-it-all athlete. 2 possessions in a row, he gets the ball and makes things happen, gets into the end zone, then tops it off with a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, this was a 30-7 game.
Yeah.
About 3 minutes ago on the clock.
No, at all.
Closed captioning, sponsored by KFC. Finger licking good. Yeah, at 6:29, Moreno had the long touchdown run, and it was 30-7. Now at 3:23, it's 30-22. So we have a game. There's another kick, and it's loose. Oh, Madera nearly had it, but it'll be out of bounds, and the Stallions will keep it.
Oh,
Had what you wanted on that one, didn't you?
Yeah, it was just coming quick. And looked like hit off of a Madera South player. Jayshawn Gonzalez had an opportunity right on the sidelines, but man, that ball was humming.
I tell you, Diego Gutierrez, and I told you this before the game, he was working before the game on those things, and nearly paid off there.
Legit.
Looks like Jacob Edwards is going to play quarterback for the Stallions. They'll hand it off on first down. Boy, Madera is laying the leather now.
Yeah, playing with a different energy, totally different energy than that first half. Even early in this second half, they were down 30-7. Madera South, I mean, Madera's really done a good job in the perimeter run game all night long. Just another example, stringing that play out and then getting hats to the ball carrier. Well defensed.
2-yard gain now on second down across midfield, down near the 45-yard line. Eric Cervantes, who was also a key player in that first half.
Yeah, this is where Madera South has had success. That direct run game, that downhill run game. They've been good at the point of attack. They've created space for the running backs, and whoever has the ball, they're running hard downhill.
3rd and a yard. Stallions will get the first down inside the 30 or 45 to about the 43. Angelo Moreno is back in there, so that's good. Number 25 is in the game, but the starting quarterback is not returned.
Standing on the sideline, still has his helmet in his hand, but nowhere near the huddle, nowhere near the coaching staff. He's getting looked at by trainers. But another grinded out first down. 3rd and short, picked up. Stick's still moving.
On this first down, he's going to keep it, trying to find some blockers, but it'll be dropped for a loss back outside the 45. During the 4th quarter, find out who's our player of the game. It is sponsored by Donald P. Dick.
Yeah, running that option play, trying to get outside. He had a pitch man, but hasn't been handling the football all night tonight. It looks like Sharhan's back in the football game.
Second down at about 12. It's Moreno in motion. And another timeout taken by Madera South.
Timeout, Madera South.
So the Stallions will talk it over. 45 and a half seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. And suddenly things have heated up. The temperature's cooled down, but the game's heated up, that's for sure.
This is what we expected, right? Kind of a battle of styles. Madera with the athletes and trying to throw the ball all over the place, get it to their guys in space. And Madera South is that physical rushing attack. It looked like a runaway win for a while for the Stallions, but turnover, a big play, turnover, and another touchdown for the Coyotes, and it's a one-possession game. Stallions behind the 6, 2nd and 13, right around midfield.
Beautiful shot of the moon overhead, and it's been very comfortable now.
Yeah, cooled off.
After living the last couple of months on the surface of the sun. Things are finally cooling down mercifully. Handed it off. This is Moreno in the open. There's a flag on the field. And this one's coming back.
That flag came out very quickly, too.
Holding
Offense, number 62. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay, second down.
There'll be some things to look at in the film sessions.
Yeah, there was a big hole, and we see 62 just sliding off screen. Had a hold of one of the Madera defensive linemen.
So the penalty wipes out the points.
Yeah, you know, first half Madera turnovers and penalties, and really second half Madera South has been the victim of some penalties and a turnover as well. So the level of execution, Madera's raised it. Madera South struggling a bit with the execution in the second half.
Movement along the front, it brings out the flags. It's going to be against the Coyotes.
Encroachment. Defense, number 71. 5-yard penalty. Still second down. Clock will start on the snap.
It was encroachment because he made contact.
Okay,
Had he not made contact, it would have been a neutral zone infraction. That was encroachment.
Okay. and if he lines up offsides?
Offsides.
Oh, okay. We got all three, the hat trick.
Yep.
Cahan going to throw. Boy, he gives a lot of air under it. And incomplete. It was intended for Ford. Madera's Chris Alvarez was hustling back in coverage. And it's incomplete.
Yeah, Ford was, he was wide open. He had a couple steps, but this is a tough throw for Sharhan. You know, he's moving to his left, has to set his feet, and just got a little bit too much air underneath it. You know, I don't think contact was made before
Not when
the ball
after the ball goes
right.
past you.
Right.
All bets are off on contact.
Right.
Sharhan going to throw again. Going deep and incomplete. Fourth down and 17. This fourth quarter is going to be pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, tough for this Stallions offense to operate behind the sticks like that. A loss on first down and that holding penalty that wiped away. Could have been a Moreno touchdown. A couple of incompletions to set up fourth down. Another stop for this Coyote defense.
Nobody back deep. Oh, yes, there is a guy back deep, and he's going to let it go and hope that it gets to the end zone. And it will not. Oh, my goodness. That's about as close as you can get. And the Coyotes will have as far as you can need to go from one end to the other. Tonight's third quarter is sponsored by Madera Community College. Gain skills, earn a degree or certificate. Do it for your future. This has turned into an exciting football game. We still have another quarter to play, a single possession game. The Coyotes have fought their way right back into it. It's 30-22. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this.
It's time to kick off fall football with KFC's $5 daily meal deal. Every Wednesday, get our chicken breast deal for just $5. Offer good in Fresno, Clovis, Kerman, and Selma. Kick off fall football with KFC's $5 meal deal every day of the week.
When adventure calls, Toyota answers with more hybrid choices than any other brand. With class-leading NPG that never needs plugging in, you can venture on and off the grid with confidence. Every Toyota hybrid vehicle comes with Toyota Care 2-year complimentary scheduled maintenance and our exclusive 10-year, 150,000-mile hybrid battery warranty for wherever adventure takes you. Toyota, let's go places.
So sweet, so crispy. Nobody makes breakfast as good as Wendy's new home-style French toast sticks.
Nobody.
Nope.
Keep talking.
I
can't hear you.
I should probably Stop.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new home-style French toast sticks.
Mega deals.
3 million. 3-1.
And microaggressions.
And done.
Dynasty. Tonight at 11:30 on the CW59. The Fox 26 News team continues to shine a light on the addiction crisis in the Valley. Join us on the CW59 for Town Hall, Dangers of Fentanyl. Thursday night at 6 on the CW59. Sponsored by Clovis Unified School District. Maury, weekdays at 3 on the CW59.
Tonight's fourth quarter sponsored by the U.S. Army. And we're expecting a good fourth quarter here. Anybody's game right now. And it's Davis back in at quarterback now. He takes it out across the 5, close to the 8-yard line. At least you got to get off the 1/2 yard line.
Yeah, I think that's why Ty Davis is in the football game. You know, more experienced, understands the situation that they're in offensively, won't panic, and a nice pickup to get out of the shadow of his own end zone.
Time to hand off to Mendez off the right side. He has big yardage out across the 30. They'll spot it at the 30. Put it inside the 30. About the 28. I thought he got across the 30. It's a 1st and 10, sponsored by JR Sports, ramming over the competition.
There's done a good job in the second half of really utilizing an extra blocker in the backfield for more of a power run game, and we've seen them have success attacking the middle of this Madera South defense that they really didn't have success with that run game in the first half.
Davis going to take off if he can find some room, and there's not much there. Ball's forward across the 30 at about the 31.
And taken on the ground by number 77, Joseph Velasquez.
Give him 2 yards, 2nd and 8.
From the 31-yard line.
Able to pass complete across the 30, 35, still on his feet to pick up the first down. Great second effort by Mendez now. He's coming alive as the running back and receiver out of the backfield. That'll be another 1st and 10, sponsored by JR Sports, ramming over the competition.
Very nice, unbalanced formation, so all the receivers on the right side of that offense, motion your running back out, get him the ball quickly and get some blockers in front, and then a nice physical finish by Mendez.
Coyotes can keep it on the ground and keep it in the hands of Mendez, who picks up about 8 or 9 on that first down carry.
They're starting to wear the Stallions defense down a little bit, moving at a tempo, winning at the point of attack where they were not winning the point of attack in the first half, doing a good job in the second half, creating some space for their ball carriers.
The handoff again. Inside the 40, down the near sideline, lowers his head. And there's a flag at midfield.
Yeah.
Mendez, the ball carrier.
Quite obvious hold.
Holding. Offense number 18. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay, 2nd down.
Well, you got it rolling. You got the momentum. You're picking up big chunks of yardage.
That 2nd and short. Just keep the sticks moving, but right, here we go. Oh, nope. Was not hit. I think there were 2 guys that offensive lineman holding and a receiver holding.
Right back at it. Tumbling forward. This time the ball carrier is Alden Aiden Owens, and making most of his impact on defense tonight. Now they're going to use him in the offensive side. And another timeout taken by Madera South.
Trying to run guys on, but Madera using tempo, getting to the line of scrimmage, ready to run a 3rd down play.
sandwiches, barbecue chicken, carne asada fries, pineapple ohana whip, or sweet tasty Tuesday night. Please make sure to visit our vendors.
Defense needed a little breather anyway for this third down. This is a big third down. One possession game, right around midfield. Would not put it past Kenny Pollinelli to go for it on fourth down from midfield at all, but this is a big third down opportunity for this Madera South defense to potentially get the ball back to their offense.
Fans, you can watch a replay of tonight's game. Just head over to YouTube and search for Friday Night Rivals on CW59. Tonight's game will be available early next week. Click on the FNR logo.
Third and 4. Let's see if it's Jay-Sean Gonzalez time. Lined up in the slot. Down to the bottom of the screen.
Boy, it got quiet all of a sudden. It's Gonzalez to the near side, has the first down and more. Down the sideline, inside the 30, breaks the tackle and gets down to the 16-yard line. Another 1st and 10, sponsored by JR Sports, ramming over the competition. Coyotes get quickly right back up to the line of scrimmage.
Another 1st and 10, another time getting Jay-Sean Gonzalez the ball quickly, putting blockers in front of him and letting him go to work.
And now they're live again. They get it back to Gonzalez, who stumbles at the 10. Still about a 6-yard pickup.
Yeah, or he might have scored again.
In the Toyota red zone. Let's see what the Coyotes do on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Push, push, push. Down close to the 5.
Great adjustment by Madera in the second half. Bringing a wingback in close to the formation and using him as a lead blocker. And he's done a good job in the second half. Isaac Lopez, another sophomore, really being physical and creating some holes for these running backs. They've had a lot of success in the run game in the second half.
Gonna throw. Pass is complete. Touchdown. Madera.
And then pay it off. Pay him off, doing all that dirty work all second half. Lead blocking, getting dirty, and then give him a chance in the red zone to score a touchdown.
Isaac Lopez makes the catch and runs it in.
Jay-Sean Gonzalez might have gotten away with the hold out of the slot.
Got his hands off in a hurry.
I guess.
The play came around that way.
I guess.
Touchdown sponsored by Porta Subs, your neighborhood sandwich shop. Now the 2-point attempt for the tie. He'll throw. Tipped away by Ford and incomplete. He had Gonzalez back in the back of the end zone, but Ford was there to knock it away and preserve the lead for Madera South. It's a 2-point game. You're watching Friday Night Rivals.
As a first-time parent, especially a parent with a sick kid, it is so important to feel that you have a village behind you. Same Pediatrics, the minute that I call and I let them know my son is feeling sick, he's under the weather, I'm concerned, they make it a point to really fit me into their schedule. We appreciate Same Pediatrics for really looking after our family in that way. They are truly amazing and they make you feel like you're a part of the family.
Make your child's appointment today at Sang Pediatrics.
No matter what's happening outside with the Lennox Ultimate Comfort System, it's always perfect inside. Not just perfect air, perfectly tuned to your home air. And operates whisper quiet.
The Lennox Ultimate Comfort System. Perfect air, fully realized. Don't you wish everything was perfect? Lennox Air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Donald P. Dick Air Conditioning today.
The road can be a crazy place. Uh-oh! That's why Les Schwab Tires fixes brakes, steering, and more. And those guys don't. Keep driving. I'm just glad Les Schwab puts my safety first, so I can backseat drive with confidence.
Help maximize your mileage with a free safety check. Just swing by. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing.
Welcome back to Madera. The Coyotes have scored 21 unanswered points. 3 straight touchdowns to get right back in this football game. Down by 2. Madera South still with the lead. A lot of time to go, and the Stallions are about to get the football back.
Maybe get the football back, depending on how this onside kick goes, or what I expect to be an onside kick.
Diego Gutierrez has been trying to work magic with his kickoffs most of the night.
Yeah, Madera South has 12 guys on the field. Now one just ran off.
Boy, it's loose in there. Let's see. Madera thinks they have it, and they do. The Coyotes recover. Oh my!
Man, that is a tough kick to handle. Like the golden rule as a frontline player during an onside kick. If that ball's to your outside, you let it go. If it's to your inside, then you try to field it. And it looked like that ball was just to the inside of Eric Cervantes, and tried to handle that one. It was just coming in very hot. Jay-Sean Gonzalez looked like he jumped on that one. Man, what a change of momentum.
Hey, there's the Smile Cam brought to you by Toyota, and now even more to smile about for those on the Madera side as they go for the long play. Pass is complete. Touchdown. Oh, my. Seth Pearson. Wow. Cam, what just happened?
I mean, they've had opportunities all night long in the passing game. Guys open behind the defense. They just hadn't totally taken advantage until that. What a dime delivered by Ariano, right on the money. Hit Pearson in stride, breaks a tackle, and gets to the zone just like that. 27 unanswered points, and it looks like Madera's going for 2.
Got to go for 2 again. And they're not going to get it. Stopped just short, push back. Let's go downstairs to Kevin Miller. Kevin?
I am here with the original Blue Crew, Madera High Coyotes! What's up now? What's up now? Hey, what's good about being a Coyote? School spirit, hey! Come on in here. We're partying. Let's go. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Yeah. Hey, it's Friday Night Rivals. The party's
Yeah, we'll be right down.
Yeah. I might be able to crowd surf if I jump out of this window.
First lead of the night
Man.
for Madera, and it comes with 7:43 to go in the game. Here's another one. Again, tough one to handle. But this time it looks like Madera South held on to it. Here's the reaction after the touchdown play. No, that's not the touchdown play.
They were just down.
Mendez has been doing all the dirty work, that's for sure.
They were just down 30-7.
Yeah,
they were
right.
down. They were getting whipped, and big play after big play. They brought an extra blocker to the point of attack, started running the ball, creating space in the passing game, getting the ball to Jayshawn Gonzalez. They have brought the fight to this Madera South football team in the second half.
And now Madera with a big defensive stand on first down. Coyotes are fired up.
Yeah, their student section is in the lead right now. Madera South a little bit quiet.
Been fun to watch them go back and forth.
Man.
Clock approaching 7 minutes to go in this one. Now a 4-point lead for Madera.
A lot of credit to Kenny Paulinelli and his coaching staff. He said it when he came out of halftime. We feel like we have some adjustments that can help. They have helped at the point of attack on both sides of the ball. They've been more physical. I mean, they have played an inspired half of football.
Cervantes again into the secondary. Gets inside the 45 of Madera. That'll be about a yard short of the first down. So you got to tell your guys on the Madera side, hey, it's not over yet. We haven't won anything yet.
Right. You know, they know what Madera South's trying to do. They know that this physical rushing attack is not going to stop. They want to be in these types of situations. 3rd and 1. Direct run opportunity to move the sticks and keep this football and continue to give this offense a chance to put some points on the board.
Moreno, the ball carrier, up the middle, dragging defenders inside the 35, down close to the 33. That'll be another 1st and 10, sponsored by JR Sports, ramming over the competition.
He has been a grinder. Embrace the grind. He is the grind. And he doesn't have to embrace it. He is the grind. And running behind that big offensive line, once again, getting some space, and Moreno doing the rest.
Handoff again. Down inside the 25-yard line to the 24. Angel Moreno, ball carrier.
I mean, they might be an inch short of that stick, so I think they're moving it.
Going to move it, so it's going to be a 1st and 10, sponsored by JR Sports.
See how deliberate the pace of this Madera South offense is. They got some momentum, got some things rolling, but don't want to leave a lot of time on this clock.
To the far side, inside the 20-yard line. That's Edwards, the ball carrier, Jacob Edwards. Salute to the cheerleaders are sponsored by Yosemite Falls Cafe. Not just a cafe, the lunch and dinner menu has something for everyone.
When I go to Yosemite Falls Cafe, I don't care what time of day it is, I'm always eating breakfast.
There you go.
I'm eating breakfast, no matter what. Too good.
Sounds good right now, huh?
It does.
Moreno. Short of the 15, but the clock is running. And the Stallions are chewing up yards. 3rd and about 2.
Yeah, obviously 4-down territory, 4 minutes left in the game, down 4. We'll see, though. 3rd and 2. I expect direct run. But Isaiah Ford, one-on-one, is a good matchup if you want to take a shot.
In the Toyota red zone, they come to the near side. Good contact just outside the 15. That may be short of the first down. It looks like they're going to mark it as fourth down. Fourth and about a half a yard.
Man, this was a car crash. This was a big time. You could hear it from down or from up here. Yeah, I think that's a really good spot. I think he was short of that. Short of the 14-yard line, which is where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Man.
Hayden Owens is one of the guys who delivered the hit, and he's coming out now. Looks like he may have cramps.
Talked about him before the game. He is the physical force in the middle of that Madera defense, and we heard the force on that play. Here we go.
Hey, join us next week, Friday Night Rivals, Buchanan against San Joaquin Memorial, right here on the Central Valley CW 59.
4th and 1. Out of the gun. I expect this to go to Moreno. I don't think anything else happens on this 4th and short.
Going to give it to him. He's going to pick up the first down. Close to the 10, probably about the 12-yard line. So 1st and 10, sponsored by JR Sports.
What an answer.
Stay tuned to the conclusion of tonight's game for the post-game wrap-up and the presentation of the Donald P. Dick player of the game.
What an answer to this first time they've been down tonight. Madera storms all the way back from down 30-7 to take a lead, and this Madera South has just methodically moved the ball down the football field.
And they've taken 5 minutes off the clock during this drive, and it continues down to the 5.
Another physical run. Cervantes finishing that off. Man, I would love to see them take a shot. I don't think they're going to do it. It's a little bit too high risk. But Isaiah Ford one-on-one, it's just a matchup he can win. Saw him open earlier, not get the football, but Matt Johnson's going to ride Moreno, hopefully to the end zone for the Stallions.
Moreno inside the 5, down near the 3. Right off the game, stay tuned for Killer Camp. That's coming up on the CW 59. Ball's inside the 2. We're approaching a minute and a half to go in this game.
3rd and inches, really. You know what time it is, Ralph? Everybody knows what time it is, but can you stop it?
Charon pushed back in the pile. Everybody's pushed back. That was Moreno who actually lost about a half yard. So now, very interesting. We're inside a minute to go.
Yeah, it looked like Charon wanted to keep that. Moreno was trying to take it. They both had their hands on the football. Very dangerous. No timeouts for the Stallions. They used them all earlier in the half because of personnel situations. So this is it, 4th down. Get your play and run it. I would be shocked if Moreno doesn't receive the football once again.
They give it to Cervantes in the near side, and he is short of a touchdown. Clock is going to stop.
Yeah. They stopped him short of the end zone, but it's a first down. It's 1st and goal.
Yeah, they got a first down. They're acting like the game is over on the Madera side. First down, 1st and goal from the 1.
As soon as that ball's set, this clock is going to stop. Madera South can't stop the clock, so it's running. They better get to the line of scrimmage and go.
Moreno into a sea of defenders and pushed back. No, he is turned back, and Madera is going to win this game. Oh, my.
Wow.
Woo. Look look at the celebration on the field on the Madera side. Get a shot of those players and the coach. What a goal line stand.
What a football game. My goodness.
Decided on the very last play. Madera 34. Madera South 30. The Stallions led most of the way, and they must be in shock.
Man, I mean, down the whole game. Come back and take your first lead. Madera South gets the ball back, goes all the way down the football field. First and goal, no timeouts left, and a goal line stand to win the Stadium Road Showdown. Man, this will, as long as this rivalry exists, they will talk about this game tonight.
I think
down
you're right.
30-7 in the third quarter, storm back to take a lead, and a goal line stand on the 1 yard line to win this football game. What heart.
Well,
shown by both these teams, but Madera down, almost out, and they just would not quit.
You talk about rallying to the football. They were all there. Like they knew where the play was going to go, and they all said, we'll meet you there. What a great finish to a great football game.
Man.
34-30, Madera with the win. And they're celebrating on this side still, that's for sure. Number 25, Angelo Moreno, had a great game.
Yeah, he did.
Those guys are taking it hard on the Madera South side. Tonight's fourth quarter was sponsored by the United States Army. What a football game we had for you tonight in Madera, and we're not finished, but it went right down to the absolute wire. As Cam mentioned, it was 30-7 Madera South, and then 27 unanswered points scored by the Coyotes to win it 34-30 on the very last play of the game with a defensive goal line stand. The ball was on the 1. The Stallions couldn't get past that Madera defense. We'll be back to wrap it up after this.
The reason why I love Madera Community College, number one, it's going to be the location. It's located right off of Avenue 12 here locally in Madera. It's close to home. I raise a family here. I work here. Now I go to school here. The second reason why I love Madera Community College is going to be how affordable it was. Once you find out like how much the price is to go to a 4-year college compared to Madera Community College, it's just much more affordable. It's at a fraction of the cost. I was actually able to apply and get certain financial aids and grants. I know that they will treat you right and they'll put you on the path to success for sure.
So sweet, so crispy. Nobody makes breakfast as good as Wendy's new home-style French toast sticks.
Nobody.
Nope.
Keep talking. I can't hear you.
I should probably stop.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new home-style French toast sticks.
Institute of Technology, where careers begin. Go to iot.edu. Scan this QR code for more info.
I haven't decided if I'm gonna transfer yet.
You have 48 hours to decide. I don't think my coaches think I'm good enough.
What do you think?
You will never beat me, and you'll never beat me. Let's go.
Eat or be eaten.
I'm coming for y'all next.
We can't let anyone or anything get in our way. I made my decision.
All American Homecoming. New episodes premiere Monday, October 10th, only on the CW.
Welcome Welcome to the postgame show brought to you by Donald P. Dick. It's time to send it down the field. Kevin Miller.
Still trying to get on TV.
Yeah, we are. Don't call it a comeback. The Coyotes have been here for years. The victorious Madera High Coyotes. It is pandemonium, and rightfully so. The rivalry of the century. Coach P, where do we begin? First of all, the greatest comeback in Friday Night Rivals history, courtesy of the Madera High Coyotes. We have witnessed history! Coach P being down, the stop at the end, the resiliency. Tell us about your team and the character and the heart.
We showed a lot of grit. We've been here before. We were down earlier in the year, and these guys showed the grit that they can come back and win games. And that's kind of was the message the whole time at halftime. Like, we played a bad half. We got to rebound, bounce back, and come back in the second half and do what we do. Our seniors really stepped up in the second half. We refused to lose. We made big plays when we needed to make plays, and that's what we talked about. Stop being scared to make plays and go out there and do it. Nobody's walking through that door to do it for you. You know what I mean?
Made a bunch of them in the second half. Let's give it up for Coach P. And then, of course, hey, we've got our Donald P. Dick Player of the Game, otherwise known as the Mr. Cool Player of the Game, because his game is as cool as ice. Number 2 in your program, number 1 in your heart, Jay Sean Gonzalez. Jay Sean, 2 TDs, the 2-point conversion. How did you guys get it done tonight?
Honestly, I want to thank our defense, our cheerleaders, our student section. Our student section kept it litty. You know what I'm saying? It was on our defense to get the stops. Let's give it up for our Mr. Cool Player of the Game. Jay Sean was right in front of the crowd before the game, during the game, and you are victorious. And what's up? Where's the saw? The Stadium Road Showdown saw stays with the Coyotes of Madera High School. That's number 12 for them. Here it comes, Francisco. Let's get it on TV. One more time. Present to the Blue Crew, the Stadium Road Showdown saw, Madera High Coyotes. Woo! The party don't stop. Let's go. Whose house? Let's go.
That was never fun. I'm jumping out of bed. And I know it's something mad. But I know how to have it. Yeah. So the money was savage. Can you say like that? Yeah. So right to me, yeah. If you didn't know me last
All right, Kevin, we're going to take it back upstairs, but they're not ready to stop partying downstairs, are they?
Why should they? I didn't realize it was the greatest comeback in Friday Night Rivals history. It's not surprising at all. 30-7 in the midway through the third quarter, and they just like Kenny Pollinelli said, refused to lose. Guys made big plays when they needed to make big plays. That we talked about coming out of halftime. How you build and strengthen the culture of a football team. That's how you build and strengthen the culture of a football team. You go through that type of first half and come out and just fight, scratch, claw, do everything in your power to give yourself an opportunity to win the football game. And then when it's all on the line, ball on the 1-yard line, everybody knows where the ball is going, you make a play to win a football game. That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, just to see kind of to feel it. I mean, we were part of it. You could feel the emotion and the momentum shift, and then it shifted back, and you felt like, well, here Madera South is marching right down the field, down to the 2-yard line, the 1-yard line, and then wham.
Yeah, and You know, if they don't have some substitution problems earlier in the second half, they have a timeout. Maybe they run a different play. Maybe they get 2 plays because they're able to call it. So just all of these factors that played into the end of that football game. But more importantly than anything, Madera made plays in the second half. They came and fought. They got their butts whipped in the first half. They really did. Madera South brought the fight. They did not slow down. Madera answered, man. I ton of respect for Kenny Pollinelli as a coach, X's and O's, how he coaches his guys, but man, I can't imagine how proud he is of the performance that they had in the second half.
Well, he had to lift his guys up. I mean, they were looking down at times in the first half. Things were not going their way. They were making mistakes. They were getting penalties, calling back big plays, and that can be demoralizing. But they came out the second half, and one thing happened, and then that led to another thing, and then the confidence comes back. And you watched it all unfold here. It's like watching an entire season in one game.
Yeah, it really was. Just Madera South could not do anything wrong in that first half, and like I said, a lot of credit to Kenny Pollinelli and his coaching staff for the adjustments that they made. Bringing that wing back in the backfield, an extra blocker at the point of attack, got that running game going, made the switch to the sophomore quarterback, put the ball in his hands. He comes up with a huge touchdown pass to go ahead late in the game. Just guys battling, man. That was a lot of fun. We've had a lot of fun games. I don't know if there's been one as fun just because of how different each of those halves were and how Madera was able to make a play at the end of the game.
We talked about everything except that play, and let's take a look at that play. It's sponsored by Jack in the Box. Play of the game brought to you by Jack in the Box, home of breakfast served all day. And here was the last defensive play of the game.
Penetration in the backfield, and then just stout on the line of scrimmage. Reno still fighting. He's still not going down. But direct run, that's the live and die by what your strength is, and that time Madera got the best of them, stepped up when they needed to step up. Because
and the Coyotes actually stopped a couple, like from the 2, and then they got a first down, but the clock never stopped running.
Yeah.
So they had one more shot.
Yeah, and what do you do but go with the horse that brought you here? I mean,
absolutely.
You call your best play, you call the play that you think gives you the best chance to get 1 yard, and that's obviously, based on everything we saw tonight, that is the best play. Madera was just ready for it, and they made a play when they needed to.
All right, you going to be ready for next week?
I mean, we were talking about a heavyweight fight next week. This is a heavyweight fight, man. These two teams just went at it all night long. This is Buchanan, San Joaquin Memorial, 2 of the best teams in the section going at it. At San Joaquin Memorial. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be able to find out a lot about the top of the Division I kind of bracket after that game. Liberty, I think, is better than everybody else, but Buchanan, San Joaquin Memorial, Central, they're all right in that. Hanford, they're all right in that conversation.
I'm looking forward to next week, but it's going to have to go a bit to top this one.
I don't know. That's asking a lot.
All right, stay tuned after we go off the air here for Killer Camp. It's coming up on the CW 59. So we're done here. We've done all we can do. They've done all they could do.
I don't think you're going to sleep by midnight tonight. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, that's probably right. I can't go to sleep now anyway. We're all amped up after this big finish. But what a fun game these two schools gave us and our entire audience. You must have been entertained with this one. Certainly if that second half and the fourth quarter got wild. A lot of big plays.
There it is.
Made by the Coyotes in that second half to spark that huge comeback. And the biggest one maybe on defense right there.
Yeah.
To seal the win. 34-30. Madera outlasts Madera South.
What a game. What a battle.
All right, we're going to say goodnight from Madera. We'll see you 1 week from tonight. Thanks for watching Friday Night Rivals.
I'm bringing back